Okay. Oh god, yeah. If I can get a really long entry for this session, I'm like, you may as well go.
I
Yeah.
got
Yeah, just start it up, baby.
Wait, what's happening?
Like,
You don't have to go in now in
detail.
detail, man. It's up to you.
It's a long one. Well, like, no, it makes sense. I may as well just read out the last entry, right?
Yeah. All right.
Do you read it out in game as well?
No, because I've like in game. I've just
No
finished
time
writing
is
it.
passing
Like,
game, right?
Mm.
Wait, did you have a short rest at the end of the session? I can't remember.
like I sat down and wrote a couple of paragraphs. He must have had a short rest.
Okay.
Doesn't actually have to be time passing. It's fine.
Wow.
Oh, I have it open and everything. Nice. Something new.
Equals a Ghost Rider.
Nice. All right. Oh, I'm really warm. I kind of want to change this into like not a jumper, but I'm not wearing a shirt underneath. So 1 second, guys. To turn off camera.
He knows what happens, Chris. Just start.
Yeah. You start, Chris.
Well, it has been several eventful days since I was last able to write, but I have chronologued the events as best as I could, and shall recount the days here as they unfolded. Note that while the jungles of Chult are most beautiful, and I could certainly wax eloquent for pages on the amazing variety of flora and fauna I observed over the last few days, I, in order to remain summarical, shall limit my notes on them to a few of the more noteworthy encounters, some of which were quite eventful. We passed each night a short ways from the riverbank in a series of small encampments. We kept a continuous watch every evening, and I shall make no more note of them except where they were eventful. On a further personal note, I really do not know how to actually maintain their coats out here in Chult. Even my relatively short fur is proving absolute hell to keep presentable, and I shall need to find a proper mirror sooner rather than later. Day 1. Having received our blessings and divinations from Zatembe at the temple, we collected our canoe and departed Point Nyanzaru forthwith. During our voyage, we passed our first large dinosaurs, a group of Dimetrodons on the bank. On the advice of Azaka, we gave them a wide berth. We spent the afternoon discovering Richard's past from him, which was most interesting indeed. He is from a tribe who lives on the icy frozen sea far to the north. He left when his patron instructed him to search the world for a magic artifact. He does not know what exactly he seeks, but has faith that his patron, whose great power I have observed at length over the last few days, will guide him to it. I am certain he shall find it. We made good progress upriver. Day 2. Today was on the whole uneventful, however we did learn a little more from Alcamenos about his people. They were brought to our plane by their first king, Dioscurius, from the elemental plane of water. Sadly, he was not forthcoming with further information, apparently refusing to believe that I could not know the history of the Tritons already. However, I kept on him, and as I shall later describe, we got to learn quite a bit more. We made good progress upriver. Day 3. Today, we rather unfortunately found ourselves lost in a swamp after following what turned out to be a tributary. A rare blunder from our otherwise excellent guide, Azaka. While following our swampy route, we spotted in the distance a group of large avians by a reed hut. Azaka described them as elbies, a kind of evil swamp bird with a malicious intelligence and a degree of magical power. The locals of Chult believe them to be evil spirits, reincarnated in an even fouler form, and I can see how they could reach that conclusion. We were unsuccessful in our attempt to stealthily bypass them, and a frantic battle broke out. While some of us were wounded, Zeno severely, we were able to defeat them. I like to think that I kept my cool a little better this time and aided the party as best I could. My aim is definitely improving too. Once again, I marvel at Alcamenos' battle prowess. He took a tremendous beating, but remained on his feet, and I swear personally skewered 3 of the beasts on his trident. He is an inspiration, at least in this respect, if not personal hygiene.
Wait a minute.
Thanks to the power of Richard's patron, Zeno was healed, and everyone recovered fully. Among the scavenged goods of the Elbies, we found a magical wand, which Richard explained has the power to detect hidden things, like traps or secret passages. How incredibly useful. Due to our navigation troubles, our progress for the day was slow, but we nevertheless made some progress upriver. Day 4. Fortunately, today was less eventful than the day before. We did pass a large snapping turtle, seemingly sunning on the bank, which reminded me of the rumor we heard about Snapping Turtle Bay. Azaka warned that it could be aggressive, so we passed near the opposite bank, rowing swiftly. The turtle fortunately remained unprovoked. Day 5. Everything was going peacefully as the day before, when suddenly, and rather terrifyingly, we were set upon by crocodiles hunting as a pack. They managed to capsize us, and a rather messy battle ensued. I managed to climb back up onto the upside-down canoe, but everyone else had to fight in the water. Things looked grim for a moment for Richard, but a swift blast of magic from Zeno, who was also most impressive in battle, was enough to finish them off. Fortunately, our secured belongings remained dry enough, and we were able to continue our journey. By the end of the day, we had progressed as far as we could on the river, so we pulled up our canoe for the last time and made our usual camp. Day 6. Today, Azarka's pace was noticeably slower. One could feel the keen...
Faster.
Did I say slower? I meant faster. Azarka's pace was noticeably faster. One could feel the keenness to reach her goal in every stride. As we travelled, she described the dread terrorfolk to us, evil sky dwellers who menace those who enter their territory from above and show little mercy. Not long after, Firefinger itself became visible in the distance through the canopy, an imposing stone tower easily 300 feet high, rising above the forest. At this point, Azarka seems to put aside her urgency in favor of a more sound strategy, and we resolved to find dense cover and wait for nightfall to approach. During the time spent waiting, Alcamenos relented and told us of the homeland of the Tritons. He himself is from a city named Dioscurias, after their first king, which is somewhere on the bottom of the trackless sea, which I sailed over when I first came to Baldur's Gate. The depths are a dangerous place, according to Alcamenos, haunted by ocean monsters and worshippers of the deep dark, against whom the Tritons defend their home valiantly. Despite the troubles of his own people, as well as their cultural tradition of not practicing resurrection, Triton dead are ritually submerged in lava. When he heard of the death curse, Alcamenos has selflessly come to the surface world in order to offer his aid. A most noble Triton he. We approached the tower once darkness fell, and discovered a ladder descending part of the way up the side to a small opening. I scouted the opening and found it had led to a network of tunnels inside the spire. I instructed my companions to climb up and kept vigilant of a skittering sound I could make out. Surely, once my companions had climbed up and we could produce a light, several enormous spiders rushed out of some cracks and attacked us, although we dispatched them with ease. Now we sit below our next challenge, a dark vertical shaft taller than I can see up. Who knows what perils await us at the top?
Excellent. Sorry, once again, you guys on this map, right? Do you guys have like your 5-foot vision, or is it completely black for you?
It seems
They should have the...
Oh, no.
Where-
On the
where
bottom
are
right.
we?
Bottom right.
Oh, there we are. Okay.
But you can see normally. But when I try to like control L on you, it should pitch black for some reason.
Yeah, you can. Control L specifically shows you what that token can see.
Yeah, but everyone's at pitch black.
Oh, but
No,
like it doesn't, as in with its own light source, rather not it doesn't account.
There should, unless you've removed it, there should be like a stone or something that's producing light.
it's at the-
Yeah, I can just see like the 5-foot.
It's at
Mine.
the bottom.
It
But
is
like,
okay.
Isn't that glowing?
Yeah, that should be going to 840. But what I mean is when I control L, it should pitch black for me. But it wasn't last time I checked. I could like see everyone's, but for some reason now it's. Tom, what are you doing, man?
I'm just checking to see if this works properly.
It is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pitch black for me, but I'll just trust it's working fine.
I
Yeah,
don't
but
know,
it's like I see like the part of the pit and the shit where you put like the torch and shit.
So it's working
Yeah,
fine.
that's
Okay.
life source as well. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so yeah, you guys ended the session. You're at the bottom of this basic like rock chimney in a way that's very high. The walls of it are quite jagged and look like it would not be very difficult to climb, but as Sky said, it seems the least higher than you can see. So even if it's easy to climb, obviously a dangerous fall. What are you doing?
Wait, we had a picture of the mountain thing, right? Of the
Yeah, it's
tower,
behind
yeah.
that. Yeah,
Uh,
click show it to you, I think.
There are more ladders.
Show the players? That popped up.
How
Yeah,
high in the ceiling is the hole?
What's that?
How high is the ceiling? Like how high is it to reach the hole?
The hole. Oh, the hole is maybe see, like range from 7 to 10 feet. Like if you got like someone to give you a hook up,
Okay,
it would not
sure.
be too hard.
So I will.
Like, even if you reach with your hand and you're a good climber, you could probably reach it and pull yourself up if you got the upper body strength.
I'll tie one end of my 50-foot length of rope around my waist.
Mhm.
Um,
But okay.
and say, yeah, so I'll probably tie like 5 feet. Well, I don't know how much rope you need to tie around your waist. I'm probably pretty slim, but
It's
an amount of it around my waist.
But now, very social.
I'll turn to the others and say, it looks taller than one length of rope. So so I'll climb up. When you reach the end of the rope, give it a tug to let me know, and I'll wait while you tie another length on.
Okay, no, it's like a good plan.
Up I go then.
Okay.
And
You
I
just
boost-
like
I boost myself up into the. Well, like I guess if someone gives me a hand, I'll take it. But otherwise, I'll sort of reach up and.
Yeah, it's not like it's like 7 foot, and like even
tall.
here, like exactly. You're not.
I pull myself up into the hole and.
As you keep climbing, obviously it is not difficult for you to climb. For you, it's like a very easy climb.
Try and go stealthily, just in case.
Okay, full stealth.
And a boy at the top, waiting with a big hammer. Normal stealth.
Okay, so after like about 40 something feet, if you have. Wait, was it 50 foot including the bit around your waist?
No, it's a total length is 50 foot.
Okay, so after like 40 or something foot, it gets narrow and they kind of like cool up, and they you guys will just, or as Ark will want you retie on the extra length of rope, and at that point, Chris, when you're 40 foot up, you believe you can just about like it seems like. It's pretty high, but maybe after like another 50 foot, you can start to see like it open out a little bit. Near the top, it kind of slopes a little where it gets to the entrance.
We'll use my rope, by the way, just so we keep track of that.
Sure. So you have to tie on another length of what? Is that 60 feet pod track?
50.
Another 50.
Standard's 50, right?
Everyone's rope's 50 feet.
Yeah, hemp rope.
I don't think you can get rope that isn't 50 feet.
I just have hempen ropes.
Okay, I'm guessing 50 foot. Then that is enough to go the rest of the way.
Okay, so I climb to the top. Now it's it's like 20 pounds of rope hanging from me. So it's getting a little heavy. But
yeah, you end up, Chris. I did move you over there. Like basically, there's this kind of hole in the ground in this little room.
Okay. Doesn't seem to be a huge. I'll stealthily look around this corner.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So
at that point, Chris. Sorry.
Yes. Do I get spotted?
So I'll describe first of all what this is. These things, I don't know. You can roll knowledge nature. See if you know what these are. You've been around.
Totally.
In the meantime, I will look at the rope that's between me and Avarga, and I'll look at Richard and say, "This seems smart against our foes. If you wish not to be dragged off, I suggest you tie yourself to me or the Furbolg."
Do you have rope? Then I would gladly do so.
Wait, Chris,
I look at my naked body. I do not possess rope.
Chris, I'll just show this to everyone, but you all will see this at some point. Chris, these creatures look like this. You do know what they are. You know that they are called sturges, and in some ways are basically like a cross between like a large bat and an oversized mosquito. They have like kind of large pincers and like a long needle and like kind of weird nose thing, which it drinks blood from. They're like large mosquitoes and bats, They're these, and they're all hanging off the ceiling, like like they are basically asleep, or at least in their kind of home. They're kind of thing where if you leave them alone, like bats, they might just leave you alone, depending on their if they're hungry or if they've eaten recently or if they're sleeping. They're a wild animal.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So I will carefully pull back.
Okay.
And then I'll do what I did the first time. I'll tear a page out of Vaughn's journal. I shall write on it, and what I shall write in it will be. It's not a restart. No, okay. I say climb. I write climb up quietly and one by one. Keep your weight off the rope as much as you can. And then I'll wrap it around a torch and drop it down the shaft and hope no one's standing directly underneath.
I mean, I remember this plan from last time, so I'm looking out for a torch.
Nice.
You just catch it.
Deck save.
Deck save. Even if it hits my head, it's better than just hitting the ground.
And then what I'm gonna go, I guess, to this corner here and try and brace myself against it as best I can against the wall. So I can take some weight.
I have advantage.
And just hope that nobody's
That's plenty. You're expecting someone to fall down from a 5 foot wide. Okay. Close. You catch it, easily, not even looking, just like
just look.
Hear the sound.
It says what So,
okay.
Go one at a time. Be a bit stealthily.
Contrary to what other people might think, Alchemanos can read. So.
Okay. It is very, very, very dark, pitch black.
Okay, you'll read it.
You're even just good catching it. Well, very impressive considering you can basically just hear it falling and just.
There's still a light rock in the next room, right, or something?
Yeah, but only a 20-40, and it was down inside the pit, which is 10 foot high and stuff. So the amount of light it's giving off, it's you can barely that's how you can make it out to catch it, right? but like the writing's kind of hard. You can squint and make out, I'm sure, the basics. But
I would just read it if he's struggling.
He might be struggling
Improve
to can't
literacy.
read. None of us will
Yeah.
know. Okay, and yeah, after you read out Azarka's like, I see. Do any of you wish to go first?
If I go first, I believe that I will be too far away from the light source, causing it to go out. In other words, it will be pitch black down here.
I see. She kind of looks at the other two, but none of them say anything. I'm like, I guess I will bravely climb first. And she kind of like looks really kind of nervous, but she kind of she tugs on the rope a little bit to like check it. You know, you're like,
Okay.
We're
don't do that
still-
too hard. yeah.
I
me
brace
and
myself.
me and Azorka are still tied together, right?
Oh yeah, but you yeah. So she kind of like about time she
so-
realized that, and you're like, oh maybe you're right. We should untie this until afterwards. I don't think your friend is strong enough to support both of us if we fall.
There's no.
And she kind of just
Well, as we're doing it, I'm just looking at Zeno to start climbing. Zeno, please
Zeno?
start climbing.
No, she's no.
Xena. No, she's climbing.
Okay,
also.
okay, so she's going.
She's going. Okay.
Ah,
Athletics check. Name NPCs. What is this? Athletics with a strength check, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
That's your proficient.
20. Oh yeah. She's not though. She you know is like basically she's using Carter like the rules, but she's actually using the rope quite a lot well. She like tied around the waist and almost like using it half time. So it's quite hard for you, but
Yeah.
she's using a lot of upper body base, just like pulling herself up in a way rather than even climbing. Which is
I just hold
like
onto
that.
the wall like I was climbing up it,
Yeah,
sort of thing.
Exactly, and she pops to the front and like you know she mutters something under her breath like, oh praise Ubar.
It's pretty dark up here.
Yeah. She just like stands out, you know, like you know, basically just like finds the wall and just like,
Okay.
kinda-
Yeah, I'll reach out and grab her by her hand and get her to the wall so she's in the same place. And I'll whisper,
Wait next to you, okay.
yeah, and I'll whisper, there's some sturges round the corner. They don't seem to have noticed us.
She kind of nods. She's like, I see. Hopefully, we can simply avoid them. Go along our way. Are they blocking the path?
I glance over again, sort of back to her. It's not entirely clear.
You know, so we'll wait for the others. And she kind of, you know, she's saying it's actually untying the rope and sending it down for the next person. Don't know who that wants to be.
I'll go second.
Okay.
Oh, that feels like Zeno. Give me a hand.
Yeah, but yep. I'm guessing you left the canoe on the ground, right? I hope.
Yeah.
You guys are just pulling.
Just comes up with a fucking canoe.
He's like rowing up, like sitting in the canoe.
The image of us like navigating these tidal-ways of a fucking canoe. Like,
Like,
that's the most valuable thing we own.
I didn't realize I should be having some music. My
Ooh.
bad. Just some jungle, just some casual ambient for now. Okay, yeah, you know, roll athletics, my friend.
Athletics.
Okay, yeah, you're making the climb fine. You're weighing a bit more, so you're being a bit nicer to Sky, and you know, not taking all your weight on the rope. But you're not too bad a climber, and you managed to make your way up with the help of the rope. And yeah, I will. Where are you? Are you underneath? Oh yeah. Sorry, Jack. I just said move you a little bit, and you end up there. You have dark vision, right? Or no? No.
Nope.
Okay.
No,
So
only me
you're
and
kind of
Sky.
like you can just see the 5 foot, right? So you kind of just end up outside the hole, and you do the same, Chris, where you like pull them over.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
You're up, just scroll up. Sorry.
So
Yeah.
I grab him and pull him into this space there. Yes.
Okay, so you guys, I mean, you can all basically share, you know, 5 foot space.
And at this point I hand my end of the rope to Zeno.
Okay, Zeno, you can be bracing it. Excellent.
Yeah, I'm basic.
All right, and yeah, you send down the rope again. Who's next?
And I'll
would-
tell Zeno the same thing about the sturges around the corner.
Yeah, you definitely know. I guess you haven't really. You could probably won't.
You're up
I think
next,
you would
my
know
friend.
what
I just know. Don't make me roll, please.
Mm-hmm. They're common creatures, you can know, and they're from like woods and stuff, caves. Yeah,
I
who's
would
going
say-
next?
Off you go, my friend. I
Off you
signal
go.
like minutes to climb.
I just nod. Do I use inspiration for this?
You can probably use like most of your weight on the rope now.
You're a pretty good climber, right? Is
I'm pretty good.
Same.
I'm pretty good.
Again, you're just like you're just like hang legs, lower body dangling as you just kind of like do like pull-ups over and over again, 90 foot high. Just like this is how the experts climb. And no problem whatsoever for you, my friend. You
Natural
managed
born
to make it
talent.
to the top.
Just a
Quickly
vertical
getting you to
jump.
inspiration.
Mad hops.
90 feet bird. That's how the phone's it. You also can't see, right? So same thing. You're gonna go help him again, Chris, Sky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And same surges. Talk. I'm imagining, and then
Yes.
send
And
it
I
down.
just like I make sure everyone's kind of like together on this wall, like
Yep,
holding
yep.
hands, basically.
I say in
you,
my best
scroll
whisper.
up, Jacko, if you want to see your token.
Wait, do you also explain what a sturge is? Or
Oh, if not if you don't ask.
in my best whisper, I will say, "What is a sturge?"
I kind of wince and say it's sort of like a blood-sucking bat thing.
What is a bat?
I will. Nah, I mean I can.
A blood-sucking stingray thing. Oh my god! Okay, I guess you've encountered these in your travels somehow, Jacko.
That's not a good question. I know what bats are. That's what I rolled for.
Oh, okay.
He knows
Bats,
exactly what bats are.
We call them the fish of the ocean.
Jacko.
The fish of the ocean.
Sorry, you know.
What do you mean? Makes perfect sense.
Oh god.
Okay. So yeah.
Okay, so
blood-sucking
I
bat.
would turn off the light, like
Yeah.
I
I don't know
remove it.
how. I
You,
feel how like that.
you do it like clap, right? You just clap and it just.
It's
switches
like
off.
just a straight up concentration spell, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I don't even
I
think it's
can look it up.
concentration.
No, so I'm wondering if you can actually turn it off.
Light.
I'm
Yeah,
assuming
you
would
can use
choose
an
that.
No,
action.
you just
blah,
cast
blah.
another one. You cast another one.
I can dismiss it. I can dismiss it.
Oh,
Okay, if you dismiss it. Yeah, by the way, it's range to touch, but like you were when I don't know if when you said it you saw that was true, but you can go as far away as you want from it and it will stay lit.
Oh, okay.
Like it's not got
Whatever.
it's not got a range like that. But
I thought it had like a.
Tether.
no tether.
Okay. Anyway,
Okay, but yeah, you
Uh,
turn it off. Yeah, I will just delete the rock. Then
and I will climb up and I will not hesitate to put weight on the rope if I feel like I'm gonna.
Sure. Yeah, roll athletics. Okay, luckily you just about managed to scrape your way up. There's a couple of very rough moments where you really think you're going to slip, and like if the rope wasn't there, you would probably be in for a bad time. But with the rope adding on an extra sense of security, you manage to finally sprawl out into the top.
Yeah, I give him like my hand as he gets to the very top, and I say,
Yeah.
I don't suppose you brought my torch this time.
Doesn't look like. No one
Flashback to
Another
flashback to Akamenas throwing it off the tower.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest, Chris. I thought about the fact that I was gonna take it, but because Alcamenos actually caught the torch, I didn't think about it.
Yep. But yeah, you guys have all made it up to this second floor, the second level, you could
Easy.
say. And yeah, you're all like trying to be fairly quiet, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Let's roll another group self thing then. Chris, you can just use the same one.
I would pick after I get up here. By the way, Ian, I will pick up another rock.
Okay, yeah, and light it.
No, I will like ready in action to light.
You don't have to
if
redo it,
needs.
Chris. It's fine.
Good.
Wait, I'm sorry for moving down. I just wanted to get. Wait, sorry. What with the rock? What are you doing?
If I see these bats like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so
going
you don't
up
want the
on
rock.
attackers. No, I want the rock, but I don't want to light it.
Well,
Yet.
so you're
Okay.
ready to light it if
I've
combat
given
starts,
it's
basically.
here. I will just
If,
turn off all plates. You light. Okay.
If it
I'd say
turns,
no.
if it's my fault that we get discovered, I have something in mind that discovers us.
What did you knock? What did you knocking down the shaft?
Well, also that, but
That's
I would turn
You-
around.
Yes, sir. Go.
I'll do it anyway. I will turn around
Yeah.
to Richard and say, "Be quiet. There are sturges around."
Mm-hmm.
It's just like I
Really loudly.
kind of yes. Actually, there are. They're just around the corner. I'm not sure if they're blocking a way, but I think we can sneak past them if we form a line and hold hands without a light. It's probably going to be less likely to provoke them. I'll try and lead us through the darkness. If they do attack, then you, Richard, should be ready to cast a light as quickly as possible so that the others can see. If I take the front, you should bring up the rear. so that we have someone who can see at both ends.
I'm ready to bring light if
We form the conga. Yeah.
Ready to bring the
What
lights.
order is it? Do you care what order?
So I guess like just the order we're in right now. So myself, then Azaka, then Zeno, then
Moving your way.
Alcheminos.
There you go.
Sure.
Okay,
And
Okay.
And then you slowly move your way through.
So we edge around very. Like I'm not trying to not
Oh.
be seen because I think it's unlikely not to be seen, but
Move,
like
Richard. Move, Richard. Wait,
try-
wait.
oh sorry,
Okay, yeah, that's fine. No, go one more. I didn't want
trying
my
to
visuals
be
to.
inoffensive.
When you get to this point, Chris, and you kind of glance into the cave, that's
Yes.
all you can see of it. So like it's not a huge place. You do notice, however, that on the other side, basically on the northern wall of it, you can spy like a desiccated corpse of what you imagine was once perhaps an explorer. There's like kind of robes, and as you like kind of glance over it, and it's kind of your eyes kind of in the darkness, you see the glint of golden gems through kind of like tattered clothes. Just so you know, I don't know if you want to do anything. but that's
Okay.
interesting.
This is okay. I lean into Azaka and say, I look past Azaka. It's Zeno. I say, tell Zeno to tell Alcheminos to tell Richard to turn around. Let's go back out that way.
Okay. You do your weird Chinese whispers, and
Yeah, like,
and then eventually, who killed who? But yeah, you guys all kind of shuffle back into just like here or like back here. Yeah,
Okay.
everyone shuffle back.
okay. So I'll gather everyone together and I'll say,
Yeah.
it looks indeed like the Sturges are not aggressive and not blocking the path. However, in their room,
Don't go down. Fall
there
down.
is a corpse of someone against whom they might once have been aggressive, and about it I espied the glint of gold and gems. I know we're all adventurers. I just thought I'd like to give everyone the opportunity to speak up if they want to do something about that.
how many Sturges are there?
About 8 or so. It didn't look particularly challenging, although the space is confined.
Yeah, I mean, Sturges they're not like too threatening. Like they're annoying, and they can be like if there's like one person getting swamped by them.
Like,
but if like you were prepared for a fight, you would kind of chop them down.
Compared to what we faced over the last few days, I'm pretty sure we can take them. Might not be silent though.
If you believe there's enough riches that it's worth the risk, then I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah, Doc is like kind of shrugged. She's like, it's true, Sturges are not much of a threat. I just want to be done quickly. But if we think we can just wipe them out and move on, I mean, it takes out of the risk of moving down when we leave this place.
Well, we could use the money when we make it back to Nyanzaru. There are all sorts of things that they were selling at interesting prices. And of course, while the riches don't massively interest me, the presence of riches could indicate the presence of other more interesting artifacts.
The gems could provide payment for the natives of this land.
Exactly. If we came across a tribe in the jungle that was intent on devouring us, we offer them tribute in exchange for our lives. It happens all the time.
She was like kind of chuckles, like it's true.
If you wish me to go in and take these gems, I'm not frightened.
Why don't... From my knowledge of Sturges, we're not going to be able to get... It'd be very difficult to get the gems without provoking some kind of response, right?
If you went in, like, as silently as you could, and, like, without any source of light, if they're sleeping, it's not like they...
Did they look like they were sleeping?
Yeah, probably.
Okay,
like,
so
I mean, they're roosting in the top.
Okay.
Like, if there's like a lot of light or too much noise, they'll probably wake up. But it probably is possible to do it.
So I say, I think I may be able to retrieve the treasure non-violently. Just be ready with a light spell and weapons to back me up. Very quickly if I need it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll come a running and a scootering around the corner, and that'll be plan B.
All right, I say, time to test your bravery, my friend.
Okay, here goes nothing, Sky. Tiptoe.
I would walk over here to be, and
Yeah,
obviously,
roll stealth again, Chris.
Okay, but like I do it real slow, so I get advantage, right?
Okay, yeah, sure. No.
But it's in complete darkness, Ian.
Yeah, if only these things
16.
didn't have dark vision, the bastards.
Tiptoe.
Okay, I will.
Where am I looking?
What's that? Oh, the just across like the north wall.
Passive perceptions, Ian.
Okay,
Passive.
yeah. I was just checking stuff. Yeah, yeah. Like you're doing it like a quietly can, and like occasionally you hear like a little rustle of wings, but it doesn't seem like any are immediately
Okay.
reacting to your presence, and you kind of like check the body.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, after searching it, you notice there's a small coin pouch. There's also a ring on its hand. You're fine with taking off a dead body. It's like the corpse is pretty just like gold.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. And in the pocket, you also notice two like onyx figurines, which represent like a creature you probably are not familiar
Okay. So ring, 2x onyx.
with. Okay. Yeah, it's a golden carnelian ring. I don't really know what carnelian is, but I'm sure that's some kind of valuable mineral.
Carnelian ring, 2 onyx figurines, and sorry, what was and golden gems.
And there's just like a coin pouch.
Coin pouch.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I pat down all the rest of the pockets.
It seems just to bone.
I check his boots.
They're kind of old and destroyed, but they're boots.
Nothing hidden in there.
No,
Okay.
enough feet.
More bone.
Okay. You make your way out, or you stay?
I want to take his arm.
Okay. Okay.
Or like,
its corpse is like old, so it won't be that hard. But like you do still kind of like rip it out the socket a little bit.
maybe that's a risk. Are there any parts that are lying around, like kind of fallen off on their own?
Any parts that have fallen off?
Like,
let me think.
Is the skull? The skull's not attached, right? The skull just kind of sits there, so I could take the skull, right?
Yeah, I mean it's only been 6 months. Like it's not like it's a skeleton. It's still a
Okay.
corpse.
Oh, okay. It's only been 6 months. Okay, never mind.
So like you could tug it and probably go off.
I
each
just
one.
wanted to spook someone, but no, never mind. Well, I sneak back out.
Hairs looks like it come off. No, that's okay. All right. Okay. 1 second. I want to show you.
You'll really spook someone if you bring in like an actual head.
The thing, like, okay, this is the hand I'm going to show you what the figurines look like. Obviously, the figurine. This is like a more detailed picture, but like the figurine is clearly of these creatures, so I'm not going to show it to you.
Okay.
So those little like kind of black creatures, though, that's what this. Like, you're not even sure what they are, but this is what the figurine looks like.
Oh, dude, I've seen the Studio Ghibli movie.
Exactly.
They look pretty cool, actually.
Neat.
So yeah, two
Chewinga.
onyx figurines of that. Chunga.
Schwinga.
Okay, guys.
They're hollow.
Okay.
So I bring back the treasure and I say, well, that went better than I was expecting.
Very well done. You are as silent as a cat.
I'll show you what I found next time we can make a light. For now, follow me slowly around the corner. It looks like there's a ladder there that leads to who knows what. So don't move too quickly, and if we stop moving, everyone just hold up while I figure out where we're headed.
Yeah. So
Quick conga line.
oh, sorry, I keep moving one person. Sorry, I come in last. Okay, you conga line over. Keep moving, Chris. I'll tell you when to stop. Okay, keep moving. Okay, when you get here, Chris, you notice that ladder is actually heading down. And if you guys see the...
Shouldn't Sino, Tom? You should be behind, what's her face?
Fuck's sake.
You okay, Tom?
Gotta pay attention, man.
Yeah,
there you go.
I fucking clicked off. I was trying to move it.
Okay, Chris. So you guys see the hand out of Firefinger? Your character isn't like an idiot, Chris. Like you see like basically from the picture, like the second way up, there's like that ladder is kind of going down and destroyed.
Oh wait, hang on. Sorry, actually look at the picture.
Yeah, actually look at the picture. The picture's accurate. To what
Okay, cool. Let me just open up the old fire.
I can show the players again.
Yeah, there it is.
No.
Nice.
Yeah, so you see like basically there's one where the ladder's kind of going down from the opening and it's like a bit destroyed and doesn't seem to go very far.
Yeah.
Like the second highest opening. It looks like from what you were seeing outside, it's probably this one. So like at one time there's maybe a ladder leading all the way down to the first floor, but over time it's been like broken. So yeah, this ladder's heading down. And apart from that, this is basically here, it's just like a ledge. Like a small ledge is open to the elements.
And he's the only one who sees us, right?
Small edge. It looks like. I say okay.
I mean, it's as big as it's like 4 feet maybe.
Okay, I'm
3,
just
4 feet at some places.
I'm I'm just gonna. You know what? They don't need to know really what danger they're stepping into. I'll just, as I lead Azaka out onto the ledge, I'll just say, "Mind your step. It's this way."
Okay.
Keep your back
She's
forward.
kind of following. She kind of nods, and she's like, she kind of turns. She kind of like, when she gets hit, she kind of sees. Chris, so when you're here, you notice that, like, although it's not a windy night, you know, like you're quite high up, and there's like not a strong breeze, but you know, it's not like deathly still in the air.
Someone's gonna fall down.
It'd
Isn't
be a bit scary to cross this, but you know, you're a cat, so you're probably not as scared as so likely. But Azarka kind of like gets up where she can kind of see the ladder down and just like basically pitch back in front, and she's like,
I
this.
lean
kinda-
her back.
Yeah.
Cool.
She's kind of like, oh, Commendos, did you have the rope still?
Yes, everyone should tie on
Uh,
around the waist.
I come
Okay,
up.
Alcamenos still hasn't moved, so it's
There he is.
Okay, so
Okay.
you guys all like basically tying
Yeah,
each other together.
Yeah, we all tie each other together.
Wait, so you're all tied
Please,
together
as
in
a-
one whole line?
Yeah.
Oh, everyone's gonna fall over. Okay.
Around everyone's
Okay,
waist.
okay.
I swear to God,
As-
Zeno, if you
As we move, when you take your turn and like moving over, we'll just say like the entire length, you get to roll a d6, which is exciting.
what?
I pulled out a dagger, by the way, Ian, as we're doing this.
Oh yeah, to cut off.
Wait, it's hemp rope. I don't know if you.
Alright,
Okay.
so everyone's moving. So Chris, yeah, you doing the walk across the ledge?
Yeah, around this way, right?
Roll a d6 for yourself.
Oh God.
Without dark vision, do I see like the?
You are okay. The wind picks up a little bit, but you are able to like just hunker down for a second and cross.
Do I see the heights without dark vision?
The what?
The like
Excuse
the
me.
we can see the
Wait a
outside,
second,
right?
wait a second. I mean it's nighttime, so not, like there's a
So
slight
not
movement,
really.
but-
Okay.
No, like you
I
have.
can't
You
see
can
the ground
5
or
feet,
anything.
right? You can't see the ground, not at all.
Oh, okay.
But
Just pretend it's not
wait,
there.
do you know? Oh, Zarka's kind of pulling him over, and then she's kind of like, Zeno, are you okay? You almost went down the ladder. That's not the right way. That ladder does not lead anywhere good. I'm telling you. All right, Zarka will roll next.
But what if it does? Though?
Okay. Zarka at one point the wind starts to pick up, and she's like kind of crossing at this point, and she's kind of like balancing back and forth as she tries to rebalance, and she gets a dex save.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Does she get
nice knowing you both.
advantage from?
The rope. No, if she fails, then stuff will happen with the rope and strength checks and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Okay, she kind of teetered back and forth and almost dropped, but then she manages to kind of like throw herself against the wall with the last second, and like you just like hear some weird Chult and angry sounding words, and she kind of manages to like cross over. Zeno,
Yeah, what? D6?
d6. Hey, you don't get anything different.
I was hoping for something better, you know?
I don't know. Okay,
3.
the wind manages to stay quite quiet while you pass, and you manage to make it to the other side. Okay.
Not my fault if you fall off. There we go.
But Richard, while this is all happening, Alcamenos is just frozen like a statue, just like.
I'll
Gazing
tie
forward.
my end of the rope onto the ladder, by the way. I figure it's not the best, but it's more sturdy than me.
Probably, yep. Okay.
I will like help you, like hold you close to the wall as we as I also
Dude.
Both
partially
of them
push
roll
you
one.
forward.
Alright, still each of you have to roll a d6, so I'll come in those.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the wind is fine, nothing too bad. You manage to make your way over. You can go join Zeno on like basically the other side.
Yep.
Richard?
Richard fucked up, huh?
Okay, yeah, again, it seems okay, and you guys all on the other
It's
side.
fucking Azarka trying to fuck us over.
It's fine, she was fine with the deck save. Okay, yeah, and then there is another ladder here that seems to lead up, very similar to the one which you were on the ground floor, where it's kind of rope and wood and a bit sort of like ancient and looks not the most secure. So it will be, you
Yeah.
imagine that it will be very similar to
see.
the climb to the
Yeah.
first floor, except
I
now
see.
just at a much higher height.
I say, I guess I speak up a little bit over to like so my voice can carry over the wind. And I'll say, looks like another ladder, folks. One by one, Richard, just you come up last and you send up the next person when you see that the person before us has reached the top. I'll go first, and I'll scream if there's anything horrifying.
Okay.
I have a prepared action to scream if there's anything horrifying.
Okay. So you're just straight up climbing up. That's easy
Yes.
peasy for you. End up, are you being quiet?
Yes.
Okay, we'll
And
start.
I'm also keeping my weight off the ladder as much as I can.
Okay, yeah, you can basically climb up the side of it, man.
Yeah,
Occasionally using the ladder for help over difficult parts, but apart from that, it's no problem.
18. So stealthy.
Second.
While
Okay.
he's climbing, I turn to Azarka. I'm like, if we climb this ladder, we have almost reached the top, have we not? Should we
Kinda nods, and,
start
we are definitely getting close, yes.
preparing for combat?
She kind of nods, like, hopefully Sky will be stealthy enough that they will not notice him, and if he can tell us what is happening, hopefully we can be ready then. What's so funny? You bottom left, Sky.
Bottom left, huh? Okay.
Wait, also, I want to do this thing, but I don't know if this is going to fuck it up for everyone. But there's like a light source here, which I want to make all players can see, but will that fuck it up for everybody?
Anything you make all players can see, everybody is gonna see. Yeah, because no line of sight's being enforced on this map.
Alright, you guys can just all see this. So Sky will tell you about it anyway, so it's fine.
Ah!
Okay. So, so you kind of pop your head over
Why
the
did I
top,
look?
and you could have just not looked, no cheaty boys.
I can't actually see, so it's like
Excellent work. You should be able to, but I think you haven't bothered looking. But it doesn't matter.
Bottom left.
Don't tell him. Okay, and yeah. So as you kind of pop your head over the top of the thing, you see that basically this area, there's basically a little inlet in the wall here that you can see, and in there there's like a fire lit and 4 what you imagine to be terrafolk based on Azarka description, kind of like huddled around it, kind of.
Based on Azarka's description, I don't remember her saying they were so big.
Oh, she didn't even mention they were large. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know about
The
that.
large creatures? Oh, we're fucked.
Hey now, large doesn't mean scary.
No, but it means it's very easy to get dragged away from solid ground.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so hey, when you grapple, neither things can move, Jacko. Don't you worry. I'm sure they have nothing special about them. Okay.
I sort of,
I can give them disadvantage.
Okay, I peek at them and just kind of like gulp, and then like I'll move over here and like kind of sit again like against the wall, my legs dangling off here.
They were basically just like it looks like they were asleep or at least resting.
Okay, actually, no. I'll sit next to the top of the ladder so I can shh people as they get to the top.
Okay, are you just kind of like? Did you have a signal for when they should start climbing, or like?
Well, it's no, because Richard can see, right?
Oh, yeah,
so
that's true.
I was hoping Richard would like.
Well, Richard can't see 80 feet, right?
No, only what is it, 60?
No, is it
actually,
60 foot?
we
How
can't-
tall
we
were the
can't see
ladders
the top.
again? I could wait. Well, the ladder might
remember.
not be that tall. I'm trying to remember. Let me double check. That's what I should have said. Well, I can figure it out. This is 240 feet. The last one was 160. So yeah, 80 feet.
Oh, I
So,
see.
yeah,
So
he's-
we can't see.
Can't
the
quite see the
ladder?
top. No.
Okay, but he can see when I'm 3/4 of the way up, so he just has to wait like a little
All right.
bit.
So
and be
yeah,
like,
you wait a bit, and then who
then
goes
of
up
course.
next?
Either
I
Azarka
guess
or
in the
Juno.
order we're standing, so
Yeah, it's hard to pass each other on the ledge,
That's
right?
true.
So-
That's true. So there's no sort of rope or anything, is there? No.
no.
Azarka looks like pretty unwilling to go up without some sort of a safety line. Like you still technically have like this is like 100 foot of rope tied together, right?
Yeah, we're the 3 of us or the 4 of us who are still down there are attached to each other and the ladder.
Okay, I think like if it's 100 feet, if you're all at the base and like you tie it against the bottom one, technically it's still be tied against her. It's like useless because like if she falls, she's still gonna fall like 80 feet of rope.
Yeah.
But you know,
She'll
she's-
feel better about it.
That's what I was about to say. Like she's still like kind of looking like kind of tugs the rope, like hopefully like it will actually help. And then yeah, she tries to do the climb.
When she gets Gwen Stacy in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Spoilers. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I don't remember that one.
Yeah, the
Where he tries to save her and then
Okay,
snap.
So this is
The first snap.
Okay, athletics check. She seems fine on the ladder. She's able to hoist herself up using the rock in places where it gets tough, and like eventually, you know, she's kind of grabbing out at the top for you, and like you know, kind of.
Okay,
like-
so I take her hand with one hand and help her up, and as I'm pulling her up, I'm like, and as like her head comes up over the ledge, I point to where like you can see I assume she can see by the light of the fire that the terror folk are sleeping.
Yeah, she probably will stealthful actually when she's moving up. She would be trying to be quiet. Okay. Okay, let me figure something out. Okay, so like basically when she's kind of climbing over the top, and she's trying to be quiet, but also she's in like a real rush, right? She's just made it to the top. She wants to be on safe ground. She doesn't really care about about her not being safe.
A mortal enemy.
She kind of scrolls up, and like you kind of you like hear her like kind of basically kick a stone against the wall, and like if you're like trying to be as silent as possible, and you hear basically the sound of like I guess I don't know if you ever heard this language before, but maybe like a muttering in. Oh wait, they speak common. What the fuck? Okay, I'm check that. I'm like they must be bird language. Let me check these. Common. Okay, you hear like a muttering, like a grunt, basically from the nest, and you see one of the bodies, like this one over here, like basically starts like turn over from like the nest it's kind of built from itself.
Okay.
And she's quickly trying to like hide behind the back.
I emphasize the shh. And,
Yeah. And you kind of also kind of go back to the wall.
Help her step around without making any more noise.
Okay. You kind of see it sort of like roll over and sort of like looks out. You can't even really see at this point, can you? If you're also hiding, are you also hiding behind the corner?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
You can kind of hear like something large, like probably standing up, and you're kind of like staring intently at the opening. But you give it like a few seconds, and there's no sign of Asen coming out. And
okay, at this point, like I glance, I assume I see like the third person coming up the ladder. Who would that be?
Our stealthiest boy is Zeno.
All right, Zeno. Yeah, you can roll both. Roll this ladder thing first, then you roll stuff after. The athletics, if you have it.
Okay, athletics.
18? Yeah, no problem. Ripped boy, pull himself up. All right, as you get near the top, roll stealth.
Stealthy peek of the head. Yes, baby.
Okay. You manage to be a quiet, large, lumbering monster as you kind of put yourself top, and you can kind of also see the torchlight. You can kind of see what's happening from your point of view. They look like they are all still sort of like gone back to it, or well, you don't know if they've gone back, but they all seem to be resting still.
I see. Okay.
Okay. I will move you over there. You guys all kind of cramped around. Also, you guys all kind of cramped around this bit. Wait. So were you also going up in the pitch black? You must have been managed. Probably give you like disadvantage on climbing. But...
It's a ladder, you know.
It's a ladder, it is a ladder, and you can see 5 feet in front of you. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just terrifying, but it's easy to do, but it is much more terrifying.
Okay, so you can't even see the fall. It's so.
How come they're not? And you guys are still all tied together, yeah?
Could just be like a 5-foot drop. You know, you don't know how far it is.
That's true.
Test it.
How come they're not?
Climbing up a ladder in a pitch darkness, not scary.
Your turn.
Athletics.
Oh, easy. Don't even need the ladder. Oh, you probably need the ladder.
I just fly up.
Bird, man, you got the bird, like we said.
Swimming through the air.
Yeah, you no problem. Pull yourself up. Now roll stealth when you get near the top.
This is the interesting part.
When he gets to the top, he just breaks the ladder.
Oh my god!
You get the top, and you kind of like you're always like kind of too cocky, and you're kind of like that. And you just stand up all proud and like just look at the other and like
I just say to like Azarka, like, we have faced our fears.
and I'm like,
yeah. At this point,
wait. I let you do that. I'm saying we should go back down.
At this point, you kind of stand up, then you kind of glance around and you see that. And at this point, everyone can roll initiative.
Oh no! Oh fucking no! I want to be able to do stuff. Here.
Well, I'm not sure if you want to be up here, friend.
Okay.
Where's my token?
But look at it this way: if you're not up there, you can be picked up and thrown off.
Yeah.
But look at that. Look, the name should give you guys a helpful hint.
We can't see their names.
Oh.
But they have rules shit initiative.
On the right side, they're Terrafolk.
What's that?
Over there? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but I meant in the turn order. They're called actually something else. But,
Wait.
No.
They got
Oh,
names.
what are they called?
Bob, Bill, James, Dan.
I'll tell you after the fight.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
This is a funny thing.
Terrafolk Goliath.
No, it's not funny. It's not funny.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, roll initiative well, Richard.
Oh, they're such sleepy boys.
I've already. I fucking clicked it and then went to click initiative. I rolled
I'm sorry, friend.
Obviously not.
Not on my one.
What did you roll?
I have
3.
3.
Okay, you redoing it, or should I just try to add you to turn order?
I'll
Yeah,
try.
also- I had turn for you.
I don't think the turn order was there, Pochak, when you started clicked.
Oh, that might have been it. Okay.
It's turn.
Wait, I can make it so you go before the 8s, right? Yes. And then... yeah, that's fine. Okay, but you would have started climbing up because, like you said, we were climbing up when the other person got... Oh, no, we said we were waiting until a few seconds passed.
75%.
No, so you will start doing your turn. No, but he was like gonna wait a few seconds then go up. Okay,
and I
so
would clearly hear fucking.
yeah, Sky, it's your turn.
Archimedes.
Like you
No,
heard.
you know he's at the top. He's
I'm not
standing
that.
high.
I'm not that loud. I'm not sure.
So
if I'm
you
that-
heard Alcamenos' like glorious, like not cry, but glorious, remark. And then at the same time, you kind of like a couple seconds here, you kind of heard like the kind of like whispered voices. Yeah, well, yeah, they speak common, so weird from the other place, and like proper sounds of movement.
Like, but Ian, there are folk, you know, people.
Yeah,
There
I
are
guess, I
people.
guess.
I'm gonna okay. So like okay, as soon as I see them like clearly start to stir and wake up, I'm going to sneakily sneakily stealth over here.
Try to walk straight by the entrance while being sneaky stealthy and looking out.
Yes. You can sneak and move at half speed, right?
Food
in plain view.
But like they're waking up. They're like they're
Okay. Well, full stealth.
I'm at 21 initiative. They're at like 8.
Yeah.
Right?
Full stealth.
It's just zipping.
They
by.
all were going to get perception checks though against you, so
Okay.
full stealth.
Well, good stealth, Ian. Ian, Chris. Ian, don't forget
Good stealth.
Okay, this is the one on the top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. Yeah, you're just like, somehow you're like,
Yeah,
they're getting up, but they're kind of
it's-
blocking
yeah.
the light and causing
Yeah.
shadows with that.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, it's a large body and not a huge fire, and they're basically standing in front of
It's
it.
a
in a
moment
way.
of
Yeah.
quickness. Like I
Okay.
just quickly rush past
Okay,
as quietly as I can. I guess I only move 25, so 30 if I like halve my speed, but then double my speed with my feline thing. So I'll get here.
Okay.
Oh my god, they're big.
and-
Nice.
Yeah, right. And
By the way, Chris, it's another sort of like rock chimney in the ceiling. Okay.
draw my scimitars
Mhm.
and take the dodge action.
Okay.
Not gonna.
Azar kind of sees you move, and she kind of like says something like, she's like, "The fight has begun," and she kind of like, springs to her.
straight up Fiora at this point.
What's that?
Straight up Fiora at this point. This is a
Exactly.
Wesley challenge.
Wait, Fiora says that.
Something like that, yeah.
And she kind of like springs to her feet. She's like moving like real fast, and like as she goes, like you guys weren't paying like that much attention. It's been really dark in its own, but she looks kind of like, especially as she runs, she's kind of like almost changing in a way. And by the time she's here,
She's
she's
one
like
of them.
standing with like both scimitars out, like in her hand, angrily, and she seems basically to have like kind of shifted and changed shape into what looks almost like a humanoid tiger. And
A
she has
humanoid
like,
tiger wielding scimitars.
Oh,
yeah, like a hybrid.
It's a weird tiger. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And
A
she's like,
humanoid tiger wielding scimitars, Ian. Well, she's very original, isn't she?
who does that? I don't know who does that. I don't. Okay.
Me, I'm a
What?
cat. I have
Oh,
wielding scimitars.
Yeah, for fuck's sake, Ian.
You're right.
Just because she looks cooler than me doesn't.
You're right. My bad. Actually, no. Wait a second. No. She doesn't actually draw scimitars. There you go, Chris. She's like basically running, and she runs. You see her just like with her hand like raised, and like the fingernails like kind of lengthening the claws. And she goes,
Even cooler.
Yeah. And
I
but
could-
she's
I could
kind
do
of.
that. I
But that's
literally
her.
thought
But that's her
it was-
action to
Got-
shapeshift, and then she ends up in that space. She's just like she's basically like blocking the entrance, being like, "You will not pass."
She's immune to all the kinds of damage, guys.
And I assume this one's
Leave it
not
there.
actually like protruding through this wall over here.
No,
Oh, yeah, don't they have that
Okay, cool.
thing?
Yeah, sure.
not actually protruding through.
Okay.
There you go. Is that now not?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's just.
Okay. Zeno, your turn. You just saw her basically change like this. Well, you didn't even really see, but she was just running off. But then you heard like the sound of like
Tiger
bones
bestial wrath, yeah.
roaring.
Wait, you can see where
Yeah,
there's
I
fire.
can see
Yeah,
it.
you can see it. Yeah, I forgot that was fire.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah, you see her change into this frankly monstrous looking.
Very raised eyebrow. It's like
Very rare.
He's that eyebrow boy.
The eyebrow has never been more raised.
yeah. I guess you would hear me mutter under my breath.
Fucking weirdos.
Commandos like. Fuck.
Fucking tigers, what the fuck?
Okay, what are you doing, Zeno?
I'm gonna cast Blast on us three up here.
There's four of you up there.
Well, I can only see three of us.
Which one can't you see? Sky's out of sight.
I can't see Sky, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You will get
Oh,
less.
okay,
Nice.
yeah. Yeah, it's like prepare.
You just kind
battle,
of standing where
like-
you are, kind of like trying to block the, or like I don't know if you're trying to block,
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
standing in the path.
Well, yeah, I'm just like
yeah, just
yeah.
standing there. Yeah.
Like,
Okay, the elder one. Okay. Oh, sorry. So this one's kind of like
Elder
Mm.
terror.
one.
yeah, that's what the name is. That's actually like a good thing for you guys, not a bad thing, so it's fine. It's like basically like trying to get out, but like they're basically two large creatures already kind of both standing in the entranceway, and like Azarka just kind of using space. It's basically just stuck behind the other one, so it can't really do anything. It's kind of like screaming like the intruders, kill them. You know, I like to think they sound like that. Alchemist, that's your turn.
How did it even get in there? By the entrance.
I mean, they're large. They take up a large creature's space. Like that's how
Like,
space in
they can-
5e works, right?
They can curl up in there together.
Exactly. They have like big wings,
Like
and like you know,
bat-
but their bodies are
bats-
quite tall and thin.
Bats in a cave. You couldn't get every bat out at the same time.
Exactly, right? Like one would definitely better fit out, but like yeah, I mean these things are big and but it's basically put their wingspans big. When they're flying, they're a large creature. Right now, they're basically roosting inside a shelter. They're significantly smaller. They just that's much space they control.
Use their
That's how
size to
5e
our
works.
advantage. Excellent.
Exactly. Yeah, pretty much. Alchemist, that's your turn.
I no longer want to kill them. I just want to hear more of their voices. Okay, no, I will charge in. Can I can move past Zeno. And like move like here. And
You can attack. You can attack the one on the left of you, or like the left of this one with disadvantage, or this one normally. If you were curious.
sorry, this one normally, this one disadvantage. Okay, I'll attack the elder one.
Okay.
But first I will rage.
They all look kind of the same age, is all I'm saying, but sure. Okay, roll the hit.
Well, first I will do this.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
$19
Yeah, that hits.
for 13 damage.
You just cut it, or not cut. You just impale it against the wall, pretty much. Just instantly, just like through the neck, it's barely getting up, and you just like stab it. It's pinned against the wall. It is dead.
Is that
Damn. Okay.
It is dead.
This is easy,
I
guys.
I look at Azorka and say, "We have experience fighting birds."
Can't argue with that. Right. One of the other ones, it kind of like screams like, "You murderers!" and then like takes this place and like kind of just tries to fit in there, and it's kind of like it looking like it's kind of hard for it to really like get a good attack off, but it's trying its best to bite you and then attack with its claws. And you're the one who murdered it, so it will attack you.
Well, I
tries
don't
the
like the
first
word
level
murder.
bite. Hey, it's just a folk. Like it's just an elderly folks' home. 18.
It definitely hits.
Okay. Take 3 damage on. It's just trying to like claw you. 20 and 22.
All hit.
6
Three.
and then 6.
Yeah, 6.
Taking 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay.
Alright.
Other one in the back. It's like just kind of like kind of mumbling in heavenly, like kind of with anger, kind of like almost like frothing at the mouth. But again, like it's just like trying to get at you guys, but just like just claws are kind of like scratching against the wall as it tries to get out. But there's just like actually no room here. Like this is where they sleep. This isn't where they're used to fighting. It's just basically a slaughter. So I mean, all right, Richard, it's time for you to see if you can
Time
climb
to
up.
climb.
Yep. And if
I
you
do
fall,
not
and everyone's like got the rope tied to themselves still, and you just like start falling, everyone's like, ah!
Just
I'm pretty light.
athletics?
Don't worry about it. That's not roll of 1.
Okay.
Fuck's sake!
So okay,
Here's
so
where we die.
you managed to barely make it up, but because of like there are points where you kind of get it on wrong, and you can feel basically the ladder crack behind you, and you have to hold onto rope to keep yourself going. So it's
Yeah.
similar to before, where now the ladder is like even significant. It's like significantly more damage. So if you were trying to head
You
back
done
down this
broke
way,
it.
if you were trying to head back down this way, it would still be doable, but it would be slightly harder.
No.
But you do.
Well, we can
manage to
head
make
down
your way
by a
to the
rope
top.
next time. No problem.
Well,
Yeah,
guys,
sure.
is there?
Do you want to do a stealth check?
Just to perhaps
no,
make,
no. Fuck it.
just perhaps make a silly joke, Ian. Was there any kind of water source around this place?
This like one straight up place where you're in.
Very close to this tower.
Not close enough to do an Assassin's Creed, I'm afraid, Tom.
Well, I was gonna say like, too bad we didn't bring a canoe up. We could have
Yeah.
just.
Oh yeah, that's just saying a lot off. Right. Oh wait a second. What's your movement speed? I'm pretty sure even with accessible
Normal.
climb, you can't move more. Like I'm gonna say, you can get 60 foot up the ladder, but you're still not all the way up.
Without
No.
climbing speed, you can move half speed.
Is it half? Okay, so you're only 30 foot up using your full turn to move.
Okay, so in
Okay.
2
But
turns.
does that
I'll be
include
up.
ladders? For the
Yeah,
climbing.
imagine if you're having to do a climbing check, but this isn't a good ladder. If it was like a good ladder and you could just straight up move up, it's sure. But if
Okay,
it's quite a
fair
climbing
enough.
check.
No, fair enough.
Right, Sky, your turn. Your Zarku and Alchemanos just basically stand in the doorway, and the bird's basically in a cage. They cannot get out from your point of
Despite
view.
all their rage.
Oh shit! Fight music. Fuck.
Damn it! Yeah.
Remind me of this shit. Okay, let's do this one.
Well, it's really a fight though.
It might become
Okay.
a fight.
Ooh,
Well,
Dark
they
Dungeon,
seem to have that covered. Although that said, I don't want to move this turn because I dashed. Just whoa, so loud.
No, just a little bump up. It's fine.
I Tabaxi dashed last turn.
Mhm.
So I thought I saw something over here earlier. So no, I'll continue to take the dodge action, and
Okay.
I'll watch over here see if anything comes.
Okay. Yeah, continue dodge action. Azarka is like, kind of like, she's like saying, she's like basically shouting. Yeah, shouting. Like, she's not really care if she's being loud. She's basically shouting stuff in Chult, and she's basically now just basically trying to claw their faces off.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly. First claw. 9 damage. See, that's why I couldn't use the rules before, but it says Tiger or Hybrid. I was like, well, that's negative. Okay, so first claw is pretty strong. Second claw.
Jesus.
Yeah, and that's good enough. She just like claws this thing, and it's just faces are covered in blood and ripped, as this just like huge bird falls to the ground before, and she's like just like screaming as like blood is pouring over her face. Pretty gruesome.
Are we the
And she
bags?
just like stands in. She just running in there basically. It's like no fear. Xeno?
Well, this fight is going differently than Xeno expected.
Xeno's like
well-
excellent news.
Okay, go sure. So I'm gonna walk in and attempt to hit the left one with my
Okay.
hammer.
I mean,
roll hit.
Xeno has great experiences with genocides, right? So this is just
Wow.
another
Wow,
damage.
that-
That misses.
Damn.
Wait, you have bless. You have bless.
Oh yeah, fuck. Of course.
11
cool.
misses.
You have 11 misses. 12 though.
Good.
12 would have
Damn
been good. Alright, Xeno, that's your turn.
Wait. You
Xeno,
just
that's
went.
your turn? Yeah, that's your turn. I must
Yeah,
that's
that's
your
your
turn.
turn,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
your turn. Okay.
Zeno, it's your turn.
I'm sure everybody- Okay, this elder one is oh sorry, elder this telephone is just trying trying to claw manically at Azarka. I'll roll a hit.
Rude.
Tries to like bite. Oh, okay. So the bite hits, and you see like let me roll damage. So you see like a huge chunk is almost like if it's like a huge, quite scary, powerful looking joy like basically clumps under the shoulder, but Azarka just basically still screaming, doesn't seem to care, and like the teeth like trying to pierce the skin, but it's like and the shirt is like completely ripped, but like it just can't seem to actually puncture her flesh.
Wow,
like, it's
she's
kinda-
actually immune to it.
Yeah.
So
Non-magical damage.
Werewolf, man.
Yeah.
And then like it's like trying to claw her, and I'll just roll them to see if it hits. But no, they even just miss. She just just like kind of like basically shivering around, but it's trying to bite her, and it just they're basically in terror at this point. And
I
it's
can do
like-
that too. Totally immune to all damage. Just so everyone's aware.
Alchemend, that's your turn.
In case someone's doubting.
That's pretty
Don't
heavy
hate that.
disadvantage if I try and attack now, right?
What sorry? Try to attack. You can't even attack now. Like it's your like you don't have a weapon with reach, right? So it's like you just can't reach.
Okay.
You could throw your.
You could throw it. That would be with disadvantage.
Okay, I mean it's not like in danger. That's true. It's not.
Wait, is it even a throwing weapon?
Attempts
No.
to throw it. Hurts me at the back.
You can use it as an improvised thrown weapon. It'll do 1d4 plus your strength for being thrown, I think.
But a trident? You can throw a trident.
His is a special trident.
Yeah, it's a very heavy
Just-
trident.
His is basically, this is just like...
Exactly, perfect for throwing.
Fuck only.
Very heavy.
You could throw it with disadvantage. You can throw it with non-proficiency, and you'd have disadvantage for throwing in a melee. I think. Is that a thing?
No,
Shooting in a
no,
melee?
not
No. Only if no. You could throw it normally, but without your proficiency bonus, and it would do D4 plus your strength if you're interested in that.
Create them. Create them.
Yes,
Crit
I
them.
will try. I will. Yes.
Maybe kill them. Probably not kill them. Possible.
It does. In this configured form though, it does 4 times damage on a crit though, because a crit represents
I
hitting them with the
see.
barbie bit, the actual sharp
I
bits,
didn't realize. My mistake.
as opposed to just like random part of the shaft, just like smashing into them.
So I'll just roll a straight d20. See if it's close.
What is it? What?
It's a 1!
Oh man. I wouldn't let something really bad happen, but like you just throw it and basically just like miss and just like clatters into the ground basically behind.
I wanted to go off the tower.
Like I said, yeah, like
Throws it backwards over. He's like, it flies out. It hits
You're like,
Richard. in the face.
as he
he likes to aim,
takes his arm back and
tries to aim it over Dino, as soon as it constantly hits me in the back.
Oh man, no. I'm not. I don't like you killing your allies on that one. It happens too often. But yeah, you fuck up pretty badly.
Speaking of fucking up, are we using the injury table?
Yeah, but that doesn't happen to you yet. But I will, I think, use that.
Your Tom hasn't been crit yet.
Exactly. I don't even know if I do on crits, I'll give people like a save against it. If you get like, yeah, we'll see. But that's, I'll say that, yeah, you trying to move anywhere? Like but yeah, your trident's basically landed backwards, maybe like in the fire, so it's getting a bit harder. It's like.
Oh, well, that's only an improvement. It'll do extra fire damage.
True. If only you could hold it. Right. You trying to move? What I said.
Nah, just like try and find a way in, but
Okay. This one, after like kind of seeing that the other one's bite is literally like not slowing down his arc at all, it attempts to attack you. Tries to bite you. 9
Nope.
misses. Tries to claw at you. 16.
Nope.
Tries to claw at you again. 13. The AC
No.
is finally coming in. Helpful.
Yeah,
You're just blocking it with your shield.
Shield.
Yeah. Richard, you moved up
Still
30 foot.
climbing.
Yeah, you're still climbing. You don't have to make it up a check. Maybe 1, but you're 60 foot up. Sky, your turn.
You're just slowly climbing. It's like every
Like, this is
someone almost like breaks. Someone
You're
breaks.
hearing like the screams of battle, like tiger roars, and you're like, what the fuck is happening up there? They
Yeah,
have a
so
tiger. How did they get it up?
so there's just a room over there, and my friends have gone in and are massacring everyone. It's literally
So, like, Sky's seen this episode of Game of Thrones. He knows how it ends. So, I'm gonna, like, who is this in? I thought I espied something earlier.
You see some. This looks like a. For you, I'm sure you've seen an arrow cockroach before. This is an arrow cockroach that's basically like tied up and kind of like motionless, just in the corner.
Cat, bird, you know, it's tragic when everyone else gets back here.
I've seen this
God,
episode before.
God, this is a mouthful of feathers, like. Seen that
Yeah,
before.
he's basically his wrists and ankles, and his beak could well, so it doesn't look like you talk. But he still kind of like looks unconscious. Is all tied together with both.
Isn't
Hello
that the
there.
folk that I've
I
taken
say I know he's unconscious. I say hello there mostly to like reassure myself that everything's normal rather than him. It's like hello there. How are you doing? As I sort of begin to untie him. Is he completely out cold?
Are you like kind of trying to like? Are you kind of like you soft slap or anything? You know?
Yeah, I'll give him a gentle, a shake of the shoulder. You know.
Yep. He kind of like his eyes kind of open and he's like kind of like he looks basically like he's under like severe exhaustion, right? Maybe he hasn't eaten for like a couple of days. Like he probably wasn't beaten in unconsciousness, more just him not having any food or water.
Not looking too hot there, friend. Give me a moment. I'll have you out of these ropes in a jiffy.
I was like, oh please, thank you so much. He's
Hush
kind of
now.
like
Don't use your strength.
kind of just nods and like kind of his head sinks. He kind of like fades in and out of consciousness.
Okay. You got any valuables?
No. You imagine they've probably all been taken.
I imagine.
If he had any to begin
If we
with.
had any, sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. fair enough.
Yeah, that's your turn. Azaka is currently trying to claw them to pieces. She actually this time she doesn't go for like a couple claws. She instead goes for like a bite against Ed. She's trying to like bite off one of the heads. She like they try to bite her, and she like just fucking tries to bite it back, and she hits it, and barely alive. It's like kind of like just cut. Oh, not -1.
13 HP, huh?
Yeah, exactly. It's just like blood soaking out of it. She just like bites it and like, oh, I guess maybe you could change into a red tiger. Nice.
DC 13. Jeez. I probably would be catch that.
Interesting.
A Were-Tiger Terrafolk.
Interesting. Alright, yeah, that's her turn. She just gets one bite. Xeno, your turn?
The left one is obviously very dodgy, so I attempt to hit the right one.
Okay, yeah, she just like bit into it and you try to attack it. Roll the damage.
Smack.
You
Roll the
miss.
damage.
Oh,
say.
D4, D4,
Yes.
D4.
Yeah,
You could
yeah,
hit.
yeah.
You could hit.
Yeah.
And you like kill. What do I say? You kill. These are elderly folk. They die when they get to 4-0. Yep. It's just fucked up. She just bites her neck and like as you do that, you just like smash on the other side. It's like just falls to the ground.
Bong.
Yep.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Alcamenos.
I move over here and try and retrieve my trident.
Okay. It's only been like 6 seconds, and like so like parts of it are warm, but you can grab part of kind of laying out the fire and kind of hot potato. It's okay. Yeah. So movement.
If
Bonus
I-
to pick it up, I'll say
If I end my turn in the fire,
you will take burning damage. Yeah.
how
If you
much?
end your turn standing in fire, yeah, that'll hurt you, Jacko. What do
Yeah,
you
but like,
say?
what if I do like this?
You will. What are you trying
Like,
to do?
so-
You're trying to get an attack and then
I'm trying not to die to fire.
but also attack it.
Yeah.
Okay. You can move away, but as you move away, you'll take an attack opportunity. But you can like duck in, hit it, and duck out of the flames.
Sure. That sounds awesome.
Okay. So roll to hit it. Yeah, that hits.
I'm starting to become slowly aware that these guys are just grandpas and grandmas we're killing, but I do 17 damage.
Okay, so you're basically revenge to like kind of dodge back after striking it and like a little quick action, but instead you basically like, just like duck through the flames, just like pierce it up through the skull, and then
Yeah.
basically I'm imagining like basically step into its space instead of like running back, but with that opportunity, because now it's like clearly dead. You're just like basically standing underneath it.
I like push it on
hitting
the wall and
like,
just like, yeah.
Exactly, basically taking up its space and shoving it against the wall. And yeah, it is dead. You guys are surrounded by the corpses of 4 fairly large birds, but apart from that, all is now silent. And where did Chris go? Did he say something?
No, he just left.
I think it was too loud to hear him.
I stumble up, Ian.
Oh yeah, you stumble up after bedtime, but I want to pause in case stuff happens with the bird boy. I guess I can quickly get a try then. Yubby.
Yeah, same.
Hey, sometimes you have to kill to survive.
Sure. In this case, yeah. Go to the home, kill them. I agree. How would you have survived otherwise? Jacko returns. Alright, Chris. They slaughtered everyone in there. So did you say you're trying to get something to help him, or you were cutting his spines? Yeah.
I was untying. Yeah.
Okay. It seems like the sounds of the battle have kind of died down. You can just hear basically very heavy breathing. As Ark is basically
You say
it's like
battle.
deep breathing, kind of like hyperventilating in a way. And as
Yeah.
you kind of two watch, as like the blood pours over her, she's kind of like slowly shifts back into her normal form, just like covered in like torn clothing now from the fight and blood.
I
birds.
turn to her and say, "This is the power of the Chultans, mighty indeed."
She
What
kind of
power,
she
yeah.
kind of shakes her and like only those cursed. And then kind of like turns her back on the others and like just walks out immediately.
What'd you say, Zeno?
What are you?
She kind of walks past you, and she kind of did mutters under her breath. It's like I have been. My tribe have been cursed with this ability for as long as I can remember. She kind of shrugs like I can change myself into a tiger, creature of the jungles, but she kind of like says it's like she kind of like pauses for a second, like it is harder to think clearly that way, and she kind of like continues onwards. She's like at this point, before she was kind of like you saw this bit strange that she didn't have any light, but she seemed fairly confident. Now she just like basically striding around corners where like that are like pitch black,
Hmm.
and she's kind of like she kind of like goes up.
I
to
say, hey, hello, Azaka. Could you go and fetch Richard? I think we could use a spot of healing magic.
Kind of nod. She's like, of course.
Oh shit, Richard.
And I'm coming up
Richard.
at the.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, roll stealth. Nah, it's fine. She beats you all together.
But I do have to eat right now, but I'll try to be
No.
quick.
Okay, go on.
You can do the bird stuff. I won't be there.
You can. Okay, Alcamenos is crazed. He's like the battle too intense. Okay, so yeah, this is it's like I don't know if I said it's like looks like a male helicopter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi there, friend. You seem a bit worse for wear.
He kind of looks up. He's like, please, water, food, anything.
Of course. I would give him my water pouch,
He like
and
greedily drinks from it.
I would give him 1d6 of healing hands.
Okay. Yeah, as a combination of like the water and also the healing hands, it seems to have like a great effect on him. Like he still looks obviously very tired and haggard, but he's there's a more kind of glint in his eye, and he's
Or
kinda,
healing light, I mean, not healing hands.
yeah. He kind of like struggles to his feet. He's like, "Thank you, my friends. I can't thank you enough."
Are you one of the bird folk that inhabit the monastery that hangs on the side of a plateau many miles up the Olong River past the Laughing Gorge?
He kind of
It's a
looks at
very
you
long
strangely. He kind of looks at you strangely. He's like, oh, I don't know how to quite put that succinctly, but yes, I am a member of the tribe of Kursabao, yes.
Why are you holding the last royal heir of Chult as your prisoner? Out of
He kind of looks at you strangely, like he kind of like.
I make no judgment. I am genuinely
I'm
curious.
afraid that is not my not something I am really privy to.
Fair
We'd
enough.
have to ask our elder there. In fact, I would urge you to meet her. She is quite a wise woman, and after saving my life, I feel like we owe you our hospitality, and
You
perhaps
know,
any
it's-
wisdom we
it's-
can give you.
It's actually not too far down our list of places to go. We're just here fetching a wooden mask for our guide Azaka that the Terra folk apparently stole.
He's like, I see that is very interesting. He kind of like looking at you kind of strangely. It's like, well,
My name is Sky.
urge you- my name is Nefe. I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can spell it for you if you
I
like.
write. I get my notebook out and write that
Yeah,
down.
he's like, it's this way. He's like, it's quite unusual spelling.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, well, if you go there, I believe it would be excellent for you. Our elder Ashara, she's an amazing woman. She has more wisdom than any I've met. I think, what are you simply explorers? What you came here to rescue this mask? Was that your only reason for being here?
We are
Uh,
looking for an item from our
Yeah, I'm still writing.
employer, but this it was a good opportunity to earn a cheap guide. Let's money wise.
Rocker kind of smirks. She's like, okay, because I'm going to say this was the name of the person
Get
you
a
said
guide
was
on the
ahead
sheet.
of it.
Elder, yes, excellent. That's what I was going to
Elder,
ask.
okay.
I was about to ask.
Yep, very good. And he's saying like, I see. Well, I guess it was good fortune for me indeed. If you are searching for something again, if we could help at all, I'm sure I could convince them to help you after you have helped me and saved my life. I certainly owe you a debt.
So, what is your plan now? Are you going to?
I will fly home as soon as I feel I have the strength. He kind of like tries
So,
to
sorry,
stretch his wings.
So Kursabal is your home.
Indeed. You want the map, Chris?
No, I think I'm okay with it. So I say Kursabal, is that so? Kursabal, is that the monastery?
Yeah, I believe it was once a monastery that the Chultans had, yes.
Right. Excellent. Well, that's it's tidied something up. As I sort of making a hastily scribbled note.
Okay.
If you believe it will hasten your recovery, I could give you a day's rations.
Kind of nods like I would appreciate it. The flight isn't long, but my strength is lower than it has ever been.
Yeah, I'd give him a day's rations.
Thank you kindly. You've done more for me than I can say. And he's like, are you... He kind of like eyes up the chimney. He's like, are you heading up?
That would be the plan. Yes, we still have
Assuming
not
we-
found the mask.
No mask. Right. Yes. Then up we go.
Yeah, in there, like when you guys, like anyone who passed it, there was like basically, some like kind of gristly meat and some kind of like carvings out of bone, but like doesn't look like there was any sort of like
You couldn't have a bit of a flap about, could you? See what's up there for us.
he kind of looks terrified at the position. He's like, I hate to refuse after you have done so much for me, but I can.
Oh no, that's fair
He's
enough.
like, my wings are tired. I think I will better fly, but if I had to chase or escape, I don't believe I could outrun them anymore.
That's fair enough. Well, she'll just have to be a surprise then.
I see. He kind of thinks like, I haven't been here long, but from my knowledge, they do not often use the. He kind of use the chimney. Obviously, they are large and cannot fit up easily. He kind of thinks like the only time I've seen something come down from it is occasionally food drops down for me to eat, but that hasn't happened for a day and a night.
I shall just have to hope no one decides to have a meal while I'm climbing up then.
He tries to chuckle, but kind of turns into a coffee, and he's like,
Well met, nephew.
hopefully not.
Heal well. We shall, perhaps see you one day in Kasabal.
I hope so. And he kind of is tried to like walk by. He kind of like gets to the edge, and he kind of like he looks like he's kind of eating some of the food already as he kind of walks. He kind of going, and he kind of does more like not even like fly off, more just like a dive, but like he's kind of controlling it, so he's trying to like land on the ground.
Okay.
So like he kind of
gliding down.
pulls off and just glides down, so he doesn't have to use too much energy, and we'll be on the ground then.
What a nice person, I say to the others as he heads off.
He just steals our canoe and goes off.
Yeah, I am out of here, bitches. How else would I escape?
Of all the people who probably don't need a canoe, I think like a bird folk is like
Pretty high up there, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, and yeah, this how high can you see again, Chris?
60 feet.
60 feet.
The last one was too tall.
Yeah, I wanted to check. This one you can actually believe, like at the top, barely, you can see kind of almost like an outcropping of like bushes. Like at the top of it, you can kind of see a bit of grass like kind of going over the top.
It looks like the next one might be open to the sky. Well, does it look like it's open to the sky, or do I see bushes? Okay, yes, I say it looks like the next one might be open to the sky.
It might be even more important that we tie each other, that we are connected with each other with rope then, to make sure they.
Yeah.
I doubt one of these creatures can lift every single one of us.
Zarka nods like this was why I was most scared of coming in myself. The idea of fighting these creatures which could just lift me up and pluck me from the ground and throw me against the walls was terrifying. But yes, I do not think if we are all tied together they would be able to.
I should probably take the rope up first, though, so that people can climb up more easily.
She kind of nods like, this is true. I am scared, though, that they will simply be up there. I believe that is the top. If they are just in plain sight, then you will be in. Well, I don't know. Depending on how quietly you can climb, I guess you could maybe stick your head out, but it is up to how brave you are feeling.
8 lives to go. And I'll just like hoist myself up towards the hole with the rope tied around my waist.
Okay. Cool. So luckily, because it is like quite, I said it was like quite a rainy and also quite a windy night. There was quite a lot of noise and anything that was like actually outside. Although there was like a battle happening here, it might not have like gone up all the way. And there are sounds always at night. This is in the jungle.
Okay, sure.
So you were just climbing up?
I climb up stealthily.
Okay. So yeah, this is 50 foot. Okay. So when you get to the top, what's that?
I guess she would like. We don't have that long a rope. Like if we're gonna rope all of us.
The rope we're using.
It's 100 feet, so you can all have 50 feet at the bottom and only 50 feet up with him. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that means he has like a really long rope when
He
they're.
already did because he did when you climbed the ladder. Like, yeah, I mean, really, it's been difficult, but like, you would have had occasionally you're gonna have to like retie it and like change the knots, but like, you guys can do that. It's fine.
Okay, fine.
I'm not gonna just be like every time be like, no.
So I climb up stealthily.
Okay, Chris. Wait a second. Okay. So when you get to the top, basically, the top of the chimney. I'll say nice. The top of the chimney is basically surrounded by rocks and low bushes. I'm gonna move you up there.
Oh, nice. Convenient. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but you are like kind of like hiding in the bushes, and low bush, and the low bushes
I'm
and
not a
the
fan of these O's.
the low bushes and the rocks provide enough concealment. You could guess, Chris. You're very stealthy, and you know this, right? Because you are like you spend a lot of time sneaking around. There's probably about enough bushes and space up here for maybe 3 of you to hide in, like at the top of this chimney, like crouched down before like it would just be impossible. Like if like your stealth seems to be good enough that like you're able to like kind of crouch down in these bushes and behind the rocks and they're not noticing. A couple of them are basically resting. A couple others are like basically talking to each other in low common and like that kind of stuff. But none of them like are like super deep asleep. But yeah, there would maybe be enough room for 2 other people to hide in these rocks and bushes before it would be impossible. And even then, they would clearly have to be fairly quiet.
Can I see anything over here that I could possibly tie the rope onto in like the just general area of this structure, whatever? It is?
Oh yeah, I should remind you, if you look at the handout again, I can make it pop up for everyone. Like you see, like this is the top. You're on the
Sure,
top now.
okay,
That little
yeah,
hole is where you
yeah.
are. That is the tower of Firefinger, basically.
Yeah.
The beacon. The beacon is it's like from where you are, even now you can like feel there it is hot. Like there is heat. It's maybe let me check. I think it's 30 foot off the top. Yeah, I believe it's 30 feet up. So it's like a 30-foot tall thing, and then at the top, like there's this like huge plume, and like it is really sending out like a hot heat. It doesn't even really seem like natural, but it's basically just at the top of the rock. Like you see no sort of wood that's actually burning, and not even any smoke. It's just like basically a raw heat and source of light.
Is it loud?
No, it's not loud. It's
Is
not
there
loud.
like any sound to it at all? Like
Yeah, like sort of like the
a kind of low rumble that might conceal
Yeah.
sort of quiet sounds.
Yeah, I guess. More so the vein is the thing making the large amount of
Sure.
noise. It's more just the vein and wind that you're up here. If it was like completely quiet
Excellent.
apart from that, it'd probably be making some
Okay, so like, is it loud? Is it like with rain and wind? Is it loud that you could almost sort of just, assuming no one's like looking, but just in terms of volume, like walk around just at a normal pace and not be heard over the sound?
I mean, to straight up just walk out, like there was people who were basically like, these two have got their like backs to the wall when they're basically like, talking and like just quiet
oh,
common.
they're
Like
talking.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Then the things aren't here
They're
aren't
not-
all asleep. There's
they're
one
not
like
asleep.
eating and there's a couple
Okay.
talking. Like if you moved out of this bush,
Hmm.
unless they all are looking the other way, you're gonna be seen. Like there
Okay,
isn't any
I
stuff
think this merits further discussion.
Okay. But yeah, like I
count
said, maybe 2 other people could fit there.
5 of them. Can you tell me which ones I can see and look asleep?
Yeah,
I can
actually,
get 6 actually.
these 2 here
Yeah.
are asleep. This one here is basically like eating. It's like it's
Okay.
kind of eating, just kind of bushing. These 2 are talking. Yeah, there you go. Those 2 are. I think that's what you can see, right?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Oh, also this is a source of light, so let me just add actually. So I put this on. There is a light source in there, and the others will see it soon enough, so might as well do that. Okay.
How much time has passed?
Since you killed the things, maybe like 5 minutes.
If it hasn't been done yet, can we say that I spent that time investigating their bodies and seeing what was up?
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. So inside there's basically some like kind of grisly meat they'd been eating over the fire. There was also there's like kind of around their bodies. There's basically kind of grisly totems that have been like look like they've been carved from bones.
You say grizzly, you don't mean bears. You mean like barbaric or something?
Kind of barbaric, yeah. I mean, this is literally just someone's bone, probably not long dead. It's probably treated, so there's probably bits of blood and like
Right.
marrow still inside and that kind of stuff.
Okay, that makes me feel a
They
little
don't
bit
eat the
better.
marrow? How wasteful.
Maybe they get enough food. Okay, but yeah, apart from that, there's no sort of like treasure or anything of the kind.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, Chris, you want to head down?
Yeah. I climb back down.
Okay. Also, I know you should be over here. That's where the entrance was.
Sitting down on Sino's shoulders.
Exactly. You just like
Okay.
kind of climb down. You sit on its head, like
Okay. So I say, it's not looking great up there. There's at least 6 more terrafolk that I could count, and not all of them are asleep. Only a couple were. One was eating, a couple was chatting to each other. Right at the top of this tunnel, there's a small area of rocks and bushes that maybe. Oh, hey, man.
Hey, Lamau.
Waving.
Oh, she didn't look happy at the wave, Jacko. That's all I'm saying.
She remembered me. It was like,
I had an exam today, but I didn't.
Woo, I'm glad you did. Alright. Okay,
Right at the top, there's a small circle of bushes and rocks that probably 3 people could hide in. But
So
there's also the structure at the top that the fire burns brightly out of. It looks like you could get inside it, but I don't know if you could without being noticed.
so visibility is fine up there.
Yeah, the fire illuminated everything right in.
the doorway to the fire probably no. Like I can basically I'll show you. You can figure out what's the stuff.
But like, isn't what about the fire on the top?
Oh yes, yeah, of course. My bad. The fire on the top should be doing. Wow, why is it not all globally lit up then? That's weird.
Because if you globally
yeah.
lit the whole map, then you globally light the whole.
But can I not? There should be a light source put on the top that globally lights it all. But it's okay. I'll make that. Yeah, you can see everything. Like it's right underneath it. Like it's a little awkward because like kind of the stone buildings in a way. But yeah, there's enough light to like see.
Sure.
Yeah, the light basically, from what you can tell, it maybe lights up. I swear it was meant to say here, but it doesn't. So I don't know. I'll say it's just like double and more, like 50, 100 or something, right? Like it's strong and it's a big fire, like clearly bigger, but they're still like gray and it's pitch black. You could see it from really, really far away, but enough light for you to see doesn't extend that far. But it would cover indeed the entire area you saw, Chris.
Okay, so that's what I say. I say nope. The fire lights everything up like a bonfire.
Visibility isn't a problem, but I shrug.
From what you say, they have not noticed us. We could take rest here. We have climbed a long way. Wait for them to descend.
Yes, it's a pretty defensible position where we are right now against them. If we all hide in the other room, then perhaps one would come in to investigate why they're not heard from the 4 that were dealt with. We could ambush them, and then maybe another one would come in to check. And before you know it, hey presto, we've got them all.
Which is our goal.
Azaka kind of nods. It's like this is probably a strategy that may work quite well. I will say, however, that Terrafolk often do go out into the surroundings. They go on hunts. They try to get to capture explorers and natives. It's possible also if they notice we are here, they could build up a large enough force to simply wait us out. We have no way to get out apart from the ladder down. If we are on the ladder when they notice us, we are dead. They could simply decide it is easier for them to wait us out than us to wait them out.
Well, if any are going to go and get more Terrafolk, then they have to leave. So there'll be at least a short period where there are less Terrafolk.
True, but how will we know when that is?
I could keep watch of them at the top of the.
But if they notice we are here, do you not think they will block the hole?
Well, how will they notice we're here?
Why would they bring more of them if they're?
I thought you said we would kill them one by one. Eventually, they will assume something is wrong.
Well, yes, but I mean, there's a total of 6 of them right now. Assuming that strategy is good for 2, we've already made our odds a lot better about getting up this here hole.
Chico nods like this is true. It would be an interesting idea. She kind of looks around. It's like I'm not sure how often they come here, but I guess they must check every so often if the others are still alive.
And do not forget, our minds are weary. They are rested. We could even out the field.
I honestly feel perfectly well rested. If the 4 of you want to take a rest in that cave over there where the fire burns, I will climb back up and keep an eye on the group of Terrafolk at the top. If any of them leave or do anything other than sit around, I'll come back down and let you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly fine as well, unless we're going to rest for an entire night.
Yeah, Azaka's like, I am fine, but I admit my urge to go soon is more just my personal wishes than real strategy. I can see how what you say is true. It may be smarter to pose this as an ambush.
Am I overestimating how long we've climbed for?
How long do you think you climbed for? Is it probably late? It's probably
Like
about like half
over an
one.
hour,
It's
at
probably been
least.
like at about an hour, I would say.
Okay.
I don't
I
know.
mean,
Oh,
we
that's.
fought our way up almost 300 foot of tower.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, my line of thinking was like, we climbed up, we fought spiders, we climbed up,
Yeah.
we did a bad thing, we climbed up, we killed these guys.
It's like it was all quite short, but it's probably been about an hour.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Probably
Maybe-
tiring. Though.
You're
Those
tired,
waited-
yeah, because it's a lot of
waited until
climbing in the
night
cold
anyway.
and rain. Like you're definitely guys are tired. Like you're not suffering any of the effects now, but you know your characters would be feeling it.
Right.
We should at least take a short rest.
Okay.
It's a minimum.
I cannot. I will. How would you say? And she kind of like goes in a. She looks like she's kind of disgusted by the bodies, and like unless any of you kind of say anything, she basically like just like. She kind of takes them out and just like chucks them under the ledge. She kind of looks like she decided whether or not to throw them off, but she decides not to for now.
I head back up in
Okay.
and sit kind of crouched basically near the hole, ready
Full
to
stealth?
scamper down it.
All stealth, he says. But I do it real slow and carefully.
You also actually have advantage because of the rain in the dark.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. No, they don't seem to notice you.
Excellent.
And you're just staying up there?
Yeah. I'll just keep an eye on them. If any of them like head off or whatever, I'll see if they're like flying away or like heading down to the lower level, and I'll be ready to dash down and alert my allies accordingly.
Yeah. So so are you guys having like a short rest? Are you using hit dice for anything, or are you, what are you doing?
I'm going to use.
Oh wait, did I?
Because we're taking a short rest and I get spells on short rests, I will use Cure Wounds on our friend Alcmenos.
Alcmenos, you're good.
15 plus 7 is 22.
Wait, that's D8, not D6. Crazy. Anything's changed. Okay. Okay. So after maybe like, so you guys are just spending a while down there. Maybe after between half an hour and an hour, probably close to an hour, but you're not exactly sure. It's hard to keep time. 2 more Terrafolk basically like kind of fly down and like they kind of talk in a.
That's the opposite of what we wanted.
You're listening in. Roll perception to see if you can like follow the conversation completely. But it is like kind of rainy and there is some noise.
Sure.
And they probably have a weird dialect.
Yeah, it's very weird accent at least. Oh, but you're good.
well,
So
that
basically, you hear them talking. I don't want to do the weird voice too much.
No.
But basically, they're just like these guys are clear. no, they're basically. It looks like these ones basically patrol the area even at night to look for any prey or any attackers. But they don't.
Sure.
It's at nighttime. It's basically just like anything close by. It's hard to tell. And after a bit, like 2 stay and eat, and after a while, like 2 more kind of fly out.
Fly out? Okay, cool.
Yeah, they basically look like they're changing watch. You change watch a few
Sure,
times. This is
sure.
what they're doing. Okay. You'll notice that this one here, Chris, after you're up here for a while, this one is like this one. It doesn't seem to go. It does for one thing. It doesn't go for a. Oh no, wait. Sorry. Can you see this one? You
You're the
see,
one
like,
right,
top
so
of
if I
it?
can see the other part of it, yeah.
Yeah. This one, it's like from what you can see, it's like it's the same size, but even just watching a little bit, it's like kind of looks bigger and meaner, and almost like if you did watch the dynamics for a while, it looks like maybe this one is like telling the other one what to do. When the others come in and like report what they've seen, they go up to this one, and it kind of like sends them away, but doesn't go up itself. So it's not like they were changing; they were just like telling it what's happening.
Okay.
And yeah, all of these look a bit just meaner and a bit like sturdier than the ones who were downstairs. They clearly are more in their prime. Okay, but yeah, like time passes, like an hour passes. You guys who have your short rest, like you're getting really tired now. You've had a rest, but you've not actually slept, and now it's like 2 in the morning, basically. Do you just still keep just like waiting for any
But we
signal
had
from
a
Sky?
long
Or
rest during the day, right? While waiting for night, or no?
you can't have like. I don't think you can do it long. I think you just like chilling, and but you were like chatting about your life and stuff. That's where we learned about the Tritons. That was very intense. So no, you haven't had a long rest since like last night.
Okay. So we could push on through the night, but we'll have effects in the morning.
Definitely, yeah. In the morning, you would suffer from 1 level of exhaustion from missing a night. I think that's how it works. Maybe give you a con save. See how nice I'm feeling. But yeah, I mean, like it's been an hour. Like time's passing. After a bit, it's an hour and a half. Then like 2 hours. No more seem to be changing. A couple more like basically changing sleep. Like they stopped eating. Like it looks like now most of them are asleep. You kind of hear some like kind of low talking from over here. But apart from that, the rest seem to be asleep. It's like it's into like the real dark of night, and now it's like 2 hours, and like
Okay, so yeah,
people downstairs. Okay, yeah.
when they mostly seem to be asleep, I'll clamber back down and I'll relay that information. I'll say,
They do mostly seem to be asleep right now. There's still 6 of them up there. 2 more came along, but 2 more flew off. I think they were changing watch. One of them that still seems to be awake, I think, is in charge. Seems a bit bigger and meaner and is telling everyone else what to do.
Hmm.
I think if we don't go now, then we should sleep now
And wait until.
and wait and see what happens tomorrow.
Azaka's like kind of like she looks like she'd been resting, but she kind of looks like kind of like restless, and she's like, I mean, I can only vote, but I say we go now. We do not know if the situation will change for our better or our worse, and I like the known more than the unknown.
I think our odds are good now as well. If we get 3 people quietly up the tunnel, they can anchor themselves they can anchor the rope with their 3 bodies and make it much easier for the last 2 people to. 2 people. Yes, 2 people to climb up if the battle should begin.
Do
I
not
agree.
grow too confident. We won this battle quickly, but their swipes were strong. 6 of them will be a tough fight. I believe in our strength, but it will not be easy.
Yeah, Azaka kind of nods, and she's like, at least myself, I can take many claws and many bites. I am more scared of the foe. If I am surrounded by rope, I can be a fearsome beast. However, if they know they are unable to harm me severely, they may obviously try to go after easier prey.
Azaka, can I ask you a potentially offensive question?
She kind of looks at you and like thinks and is like, you may.
How do you know you would die if you fell from a great height? The ground's not made of anything special, right? It's just like being hit with a big mace.
She's like, this is true, but I have at least fallen out of some trees in my life, and well, they at least made me feel pain. I broke a bone when I was a young child, and no sword has ever done that to me.
Fair enough.
I mean, I am tough. I am durable. I know this. I have spent many years in the jungle, but a fall from this height, I would not be confident, to say the least. You see, if you can survive much, the things that can kill you became even more scary. The claws do not scare me, the height does.
Then let us strengthen our ropes.
She kind of nods like, I would never say no to that.
There is one potential alternative plan of action I could suggest. If the altitude is too much of a factor in their favor, a group of us, say Alkemenos and Zeno, and probably yourself, Azaka, could return to the base of the tower and shout up to the terrafolk, taunting them. If a group of them came down to deal with you, then Richard and I could take the top of the tower and use it as a platform from which to rain death upon the ones that had flown down to fight you.
That's an interesting idea.
It would mean
it is
less
very
chance of
dangerous for
being
you
thrown off the
two,
edge.
however. If there was only 2 up there, I don't know how strong they are, but if there were any above and they were able to lift you, it would be almost certain death for the ones at the top.
You are the weakest. I don't think you should be in the danger of getting picked up.
I think also if you're on the ground, even if there are 3 of us, I agree it will be harder for them to lift us, but if they know where we are and we taunt them, they are not stupid creatures. They are monsters. They are cruel, but they are not stupid. I don't know if they will fall into a trap so easily. And if they know we are here, we might not get another chance to attack and suffice.
Well, then I think our best chance is to get the 3 quietest of us up the tunnel, anchor ourselves to a rope, and then. Well, I guess at that point the 4th person starts coming up, and then the 5th person starts coming up, and at some point they're going to spot us, and we'll have to fight them.
Kind of nods. Like, I think that is how it will go.
We should do our best to kill one at a time the best we can, not fight our individual battles.
Azaka's like, I will try. Sometimes the rage may be more than I can control, but I will do my best.
Sun Tzu on the action economy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
She's like, she kind of like look. She's kind of gets her feet like kind of jumping. She's like, she kind of like, you know, you kind of even see like now, you know, side like kind of she's getting a little furry. You know, she like looks a bit like sort of
Like
like
a little furry.
Sorry.
So I've
He's
seen
Like growing ears. Like,
I've seen these people roll their share of stealth checks now, Ian. Who is?
Azaka seems to suck, but Azaka's not terrible. I mean, you guys can just say your pluses, and I'll like say Azaka's got a +4.
Nothing.
nothing.
I've got a +1, but I will say I've rolled 2 natural ones. So.
Yeah, Azaka's got a +4. But also, maybe to do people who are worse at climbing to get up first, because like the others might have to climb
Okay,
up quickly, right?
Yes. Okay. So I say, okay. I think Azaka and I should go up. I'll go up first. Hopefully, I don't get spotted this time because that would be awful. Azaka follow me up second, and then we'll just proceed to get as many people up one by one as we can until one of us is spotted. The more
I turned
people
to,
we have up there, the faster the next people can climb because the more anchored the rope will be.
Indeed, if there is 3 of us, the last 2 should be able to support that weight without too much effort.
I look to Zeno and say, let us use Azaka as a vanguard, if the field allows it. I will strike from the left, he will strike from the right.
Okay.
Okay.
What's a vanguard?
The one who
Azaka
leads
looks a
us-
bit confused by this as well, but she's like, how do you
She
feel?
will lead us in the charge.
It's the front line.
kind of smiles, and you see her teeth have started to point, and she's like, I can do that. And
I'll just
she's-
shoot them with my bow.
Now with my magic.
you guys over?
Yes,
Go
let's go.
over.
Alright.
We bind the rope around.
So I'll go up first.
Player Jacko is very afraid of this fight, but let's go.
But our commandos is ready to rumble.
He's ready to run.
Oh, boys.
Okay, so sorry, the first 3 were going to be who?
The stealthy boys, right?
Okay, so you get up first. Chris will stealth again. You have
still
advantage
with
because
advantage.
it's it's
Yes.
still raining and dark. Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine. Azaka comes next. She's just
Yes.
basically tries to crouch down next to you. Oh yeah, she has to do an athletics check to climb it well. But with the rope, it doesn't seem too bad. Like, even if you fail, she'll have the ability to be okay. Wait, where did Azaka's character sheet go? Oh, did I close it? Yeah, you silly boy.
Yeah, Ian, you silly man.
Silly boy. Okay, athletics, strength check. Okay, yeah, she's fine. And then when she gets stopped, she will stealth with advantage. Yep, she's nice and quiet as well. Who's coming next?
Alcheminos?
Wait, Chris, I'm gonna have you better see this light, by the way. We'll play it too late. Now there should be forcing of everything. Because like I just made like a rock with light source in the middle.
Nice.
Alright, I'll swing the trident over my shoulder and climb.
You have to kind of have it make sure it's like nice and vertical so it doesn't mess up your climb. Alright, roll athletics.
This one, not Arcana.
I would hope not. Okay, yeah, easy peasy again, man. You're getting real good at climbing. Let's see how good you are at the old stealthing. With advantage?
Oh, it
Doesn't even
was-
need it, my
You
friend.
don't need it. It's fine.
Ah, you never know.
You might be real stealthy.
Okay.
Nah, you are get rid of one though. Bye one. Well, also, no, Richard, I put you in the middle of nowhere. Sorry, Richard. Okay, yeah,
Cena?
and so at this point, you can kind of see
Oh,
that
boy.
all of them apart from these 2 still appear to be sleeping. These 2 apparently are still not asleep.
And they have their backs against the wall?
Yeah, they're basically looking out over the the night sky. Yeah, all of these 4 are asleep.
So advantage is what you're saying.
Yeah, if you attack one right next to you, you would definitely have advantage.
Is Sino
yeah.
gonna start climbing up?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So like.
Athletics?
You guys who are like hiding in the bush, you can see that like there's literally no physical way to fit Zeno in here. It's cramped right now. Like if you like Zeno comes up and tries to crowd down next to you, one of
Okay.
you will be pushed out into the open. And
Yeah,
like
so I'm just
might
gonna
not be visible from the ones behind, but like probably like if they turned around or if you make any sort of noise or they just turn around randomly, they would just straight up see you.
Yep, I'm just gonna slowly sidle into the open, like out in this direction.
Okay,
And,
roll
like-
stealth again just as you're moving again and like
Yeah, sure.
you're moving.
And hope that I don't get spotted.
Okay, yep.
Ooh, easy.
Just to make room.
Okay, athletics, right? First.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's okay.
So much rope.
Stealth?
Ugh.
It's got advantage.
Yeah, you have advantage.
Oh, yeah, advantage. Woo. Okay. Double is good.
If you make DC, then if they don't notice. No, they do see. If their perception makes a stealth, then they see, right?
Nah, the
Yeah.
stealth makes
Ow,
that
shut up.
sense.
so good.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Okay, so as you're going, it's like he's not doing terribly. It's like he's doing okay, but there's just a little like some stone gets knocked down the chimney as he's climbing up, and it just like rattles. And for like a second, you're like, it's okay, but it keeps, and then it lands, and it just
I get
it's
my
too
bow
much. And yeah, I mean, yeah, at this point, you all initiative.
No.
Poor Richard is down below again.
You don't get to have your bow. You don't get to say after noise gets and you have your bow out. Your bow is not out at the start of your turn.
I know.
So where am
Not
I?
that, not that it makes a huge difference in 5e, but I'll let you have this moral victory.
Bonus action, definitely not the case.
An entire point faster than last time.
I'm
Oh
slow as
my
shit,
God.
boys. Slow as
Same.
shit.
Okay, wait, have I deleted all your things? Like, is it fine?
No, it's fine.
But Xeno's just like at the top of the thing, right?
Yeah, he's already up, right?
Xeno. Yeah, he got up.
So sleeping is like
I'll move
being
on.
unconscious, right?
It will be a surprise round for them. They're gonna get woken up by the noise, but they won't act in the first round. If you attack them in the first round, you will have advantage.
Yes. Fuck him up, boys.
Be as cruel as possible.
Okay, Sky, it is your. Oh wait, let me move you up, Xeno. Man, it's again Richard just at the bottom when the fight starts.
Yeah.
Xeno, there you go. Nice and light for you, hopefully. Okay.
Yes, I see everything. I've seen everything.
Sky, your turn. These two are basically like instantly the heads like just flick around as they hear the rock fall, and the others all kind of like they get kind of it shouts like.
Do any of them still look asleep enough to be considered helpless for like a coup de grace sort of?
Help! If only that existed in 5e. There's several that are asleep.
Yeah, if you like if someone's asleep and you attack them, you get like the auto crit and the.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
Do you?
If they're
Yeah.
unconscious, it's an automatic
Yeah, well, like
crit, but-
it's if they're unconscious, which I'd count. So sleep, if someone's like asleep, right? That's you can just go.
But
It's
they're-
like it's the Lord of the Rings thing. You sneak up on someone in the sleep and stab them with a sword. I mean, like that's. I can't
I know
remember.
the unconscious rule. Yeah, I'm trying to think of any. Yeah. Like I agree. I'm trying to think of like because like these have technically been woken up by like the guy shouting and like the noise. Cool. Like yeah, this guy would shout on his turn, I guess.
But like if any of that one's their perception, they might still be sleeping.
Yeah, but they have passive perception.
That's a shame.
Which
Okay.
is good enough. Like these ones are asleep enough that you can move and you can attack, but they're starting to wake up, so no, they don't count as unconscious.
Okay.
They're
Okay.
like, technically moving in their sleep, basically. They are,
but the two that are awake. Oh shit! This is annoying. So the two that are awake aren't surprised, right?
they're not surprised.
And so the four that are asleep are surprised, but they're all prone. So there's no one I can shoot now. Well, I guess it would just counteract the disadvantage and advantage and balance
Yeah.
out.
You have a normal attack.
So I have a normal attack at whoever I shoot.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Sick.
I love them normal attacks.
Okay, I'm going to shoot at this one.
Okay, the one of the awake ones, cool.
Yeah, one of the awake ones.
Oh yeah, so I commend those. Let's have
Longbow. Let's go. 13.
okay.
That's
That-
the
that
Witcher,
is.
right?
That hits.
Yeah,
nice.
that's-
Yeah, that is Witcher, yeah.
La 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 la.
Yeah, exactly. For
Yeah.
9.
You do a good shot. Like the other ones would be like
I love
really
the
taken
sound.
back with this. This one, like they're still alive, but you know it's a good hit. You shoot it really solidly.
I'm gonna give it an action surge then.
Okay.
Shazam. I shall link it because no one knows what action surge does.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Put a
Yeah,
down one
there you
number
go.
on my sheet, take another shot.
That's so OP.
Oh
Yeah, you
no.
missed.
Oh no.
Low OP.
Same.
Okay.
Shame. Okay, and then I will slippity slide in here. Well, I guess. No, I guess I'm still tied to the rope, so I can't slippity slide anywhere. But, yeah, no, I'll just wait. I'll just stay here then.
Okay.
Any advantage?
Yeah, like you guys can't move. Like once you're all up, you'll better move pretty much anywhere on this map. But now because Zeno is still, as Richard's still down at the bottom, it's like there isn't that much extra room for you guys to go. Like the rope's 50 foot, and then like so you guys basically have 50 foot.
100
movement.
foot.
Yeah, but 50 foot.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I,
50 foot
can
from
I
the
get
hole.
around? Can I get around this wall with the rope?
Around that wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's really kind of awkward because, like, technically, as you go up, you have to try yourself closer together, so you still have 50
Yeah.
foot and not 50 foot between you. But I'll say you could. I would do it based on judgment. That seems like
Yeah.
that's okay. Okay. The one down here, it's asleep. Basically, ends its like surprise, so it's no longer surprised. It's kind of like it's still on the ground and prone, but now it is like conscious and it basically kind of trying to scramble to its feet, but it hasn't actually had a turn yet. This one, okay. This one, which is the big boy in the back, kind of screams, like, "You are dead, humans!"
Humans.
Well, you know, you're all humans to it, man. Okay. Now let me look up the shove action in 5. It's like, is it like an attack roll, and then if it wins, it gets like push you off?
Fucking try, bitch.
Okay, it won't try then. For this, I have to do the rules. Too much effort. We'll do this instead. This is
In the meantime, I'll look up the rule.
Wait, so you kind of, you're the one who's most obviously seen. The other two will crouch down and you make the noise. You are how far away from it? If it gets 50 foot fly and you're 30 foot, how did flying up and stuff work again? Chris, you know these kind of things, right?
Wait, what do you mean? How does flying up work?
Yeah.
Like how would vertical distance measured again?
Vertical. So like, you know how basically, it's just another vector. Like the distance between you and a target is still like the length of the shortest vector, right? So like, this is all still 10 feet away, just because this is 10 feet away, right? If I'm measuring it, the same thing applies vertically. If it were 10 feet above this, it would still only be 10 feet away from like this square down here at ground level.
Okay, so this one basically like flies up fairly high, like maybe like 30 feet, and like pretty high in the sky, and then it just like basically like turns and just like dives down at you, as you know, and it's like fucking terrifying. Like this large bird thing is like diving out the sky and trying to hit you, and it's
Really?
trying to first of all bite you.
Bastard.
Yep. 16 misses.
Misses.
Okay, and then try as it bites you, it's simultaneously trying to claw you twice. 20 hits,
Yes!
right? Okay, and because it was flying and then like dived down towards you, it has this feature called Terror Dive. So, until the end of your next turn, you are frightened of this one, Tom.
Okay. It takes 6 damage, but it's gonna be taking.
Wrath of the Storm.
Yeah, it's gonna be taking lightning out maximum.
Okay, how much is that?
That
What
will be
save
a
is it as well?
16.
And what save?
16. Yeah, let me see. Then I can just click this, right? Yeah, that's 17.
Dexterity save? Okay.
Yeah.
9 would fail, so you do
Fails.
16 damage.
16 damage to it.
Yeah, like you do a good chunk. This was like the beefy boy, and he's still like pretty good, but it's a nice chunk. But it does also have another attack on you. Okay, another claw. 21
Motherfucker.
for 4 damage.
Ugh.
Okay, yeah.
Healer! Healer!
He'll be there in 2 turns. Azarka, as like Azarka, as you were kind of like she's there. Oh, okay. I'll kind of say like as like you were moving on one time when you were in there, she changed into a hybrid form while you're waiting. Could you do that? She kind of like steps out from behind the bush and kind of like screams like, "You will pay for what you have done!" And she tries to like claw basically this large one that dives you apart. Okay, 2 claw attacks.
Did you say dived even? It's dove you, right?
Dove, dived. You can say either. Oh wow, she's like hitting it well. Like this one was big, but like you guys have like hit it for a lot of stuff. She gets another
Already
attack.
27, man.
Definitely don't.
12 for 4. That still hits, but it is still alive. But it looks like real wounded now.
Just in time for more.
That's her turn. This one is waking up. Doesn't do anything. This one was awake. It does the. Yeah. I'm trying to think. You're technically still hidden, like Alchemindel, so you're still hiding. You haven't been your turn yet. Yeah. So it does the same thing. The one did to you, Xeno, except this one tries to do it to Azaka. So it's like flies down and basically like lands like just straight on top of her, but the other side. Roll the hits with a bite.
She's Tiger, yeah?
She's hybrid, yeah.
Okay.
Let me check her token. I'm trying to see her AC. That does hit, so it doesn't do any damage, but she does get the frightened thing, but she'll still hit him with a melee attack, and she's like scared of falling and stuff. But yeah, it like attacks her twice more, but you know, it's just basically clawing at her clothes. This one is no longer asleep. Oh no, sorry, Alpine, you get to go first. It's your turn. It still is like, well, you don't have advantage on any, but they're still prone. So there's the big one, like right next, basically to. Oh, it should have been in this. It was attacking Tom, right?
Yeah, it's flying, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to see where this guy would actually be in. Yeah, like it's basically like flapping in the air, but like it's here technically, I guess. Yeah. Like biting and clawing at them with its talons.
Oh, you said I'm afraid of it until.
You're frightened, yeah, until the end of your next turn.
Of it, okay.
But yeah, it's like right there.
Yeah, I will yell out. Death does not frighten me, but you will pay for your atrocities. And I will rage. And I will attack Big Boy.
Nice, nice. Are you gonna reckless or normal?
Oh my god, I have reckless.
Yeah, you never use it, but like those ones are real OAC, so like you know.
It's okay. I know your combat options as a barbarian are hard to keep track of.
Listen here. No, like 12 AC. Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
You're good. Okay.
I'm still controlled.
Oh, easy hit. Alright, roll the damage. It's looking pretty wounded.
I've missed like once in this campaign, so 9.
9. Oh, you do the exact amount of damage.
Yeah.
Kind of goes to the ground. Oh, this one I'm gonna say is like it's still alive, but like unconscious and bleeding out.
All right. And
I'll leave it. It kind of falls basically almost on top of you.
And I'll move like a little bit, like more here. Okay.
Yeah. Like you can basically just—it's like not really controlling that space anymore for this. Down. Okay. These two basically is no longer asleep. They'll get to move on their turn. Xeno, your turn. You are frightened, but it is like not unconscious, so I don't think you're frightened anymore.
Yeah, no, well, I'm gonna cast Blast on us three here, so.
Okay. Yeah.
That's gonna be my turn.
Cool. Richard, you move up 30 feet, so you're now only 20 feet from the top.
Just curious,
Roll athletics.
what does it look like if Xeno blasts somebody? Oh my god, Richard.
Okay.
I can't believe how badly I'm rolling.
Okay, alright. There's 4 of you up here who all have the rope on you, so it should really you're not a heavy guy, right, Richard?
No, I'm not that heavy.
Okay.
Like, I can
really
look it up.
strong.
4 people are strong, yeah. I mean, you'll feel a big tug on your thing as Richard falls. And
I'm
Richard,
200 pounds.
You would technically fall to the length of the rope, and if the rope was long enough to... Like, this is the thing, the rope isn't really that useful, because we're just standing here fighting, so as he climbs up, it's not like the rope's actually getting taut, right?
No, the rope's just to make it. So he's got, in addition to like whatever handholds may or may not be on the side, he's got like a really solid rope to haul himself up on.
Yeah, but
It's just supposed to be a climbing aid.
Okay, I guess technically you fall.
You know, I don't know. Isn't like climbing a rope? Like
Okay, I'll give you. Yeah, but like I get it as an actual DC unless you have gear.
Okay.
I'm not kind of to gear, but it said like climbing gear.
Sure.
But I'll give you advantage actually, but there's a rope. That's fair because it says it's a check about any rope. So roll with advantage. And if you fuck up now, you just fall. Okay, you make it. You're okay. You're 30 feet up, but you're over the hard bit. You're not gonna do any more checks. Man, if you were at 7, you probably just die
I
there.
can't fucking believe this.
You probably would just chill die. That'd be crazy. Nah, I would have rolled like a d50, see how many feet up you got. That would be fun. Before like forward.
This gets a 50. He was like right at the top.
You guys are busy. You see Zeno like trying to clutch his Zeno feet. He kind of kicks it away. All right, Sky, your turn. Two have awoken. Someone's still prone. One is like
Okay.
down, bleeding out.
If I move like this, does this one get an attack of opportunity on me?
That's silly.
Yeah, I would say so.
No,
They're
this
large,
square,
right?
this square you're in the way, and it does technically. It would have an
Yeah.
attack of opportunity with disadvantage.
Yeah, okay, I'll take that. I'll
Okay.
dodge like to that. Whoosh.
11, miss it, right?
This is misses.
Mm-hmm.
And then now that I'm out of his reach, I'll
Wouldn't
shoot
even
at him.
hit me.
Okay, yeah, your shot's fine. You can easily shoot it. You rolled hit.
Roll to hit. Boom.
Hey, Richard, you know what would be real useful right about now?
Yeah, that hits.
What
You know what would be real useful right about now?
Nice, it's good damage.
would that be?
Some wings.
So wings would be pretty useful.
Wings, boys, wings. This one gets up, and it kind of wakes up, uses half the movement to get up. It's like kind of like looking around in like panic, and it sees and Alchemendlos. I'll roll a d2 to see if it attacks. One can be Alchemendlos. Oh, that's an unrecognized command. You're not allowed to use caps. Okay. Also,
We were meant to see each other's
Okay.
HP, but I don't see anyone.
You were meant to see each other's HP? I don't remember this.
I see Alchemend's HP bar.
You do?
I'll say
Okay.
Alchemendlos,
But not
no one
Skies.
else.
Okay, can you see Xenos now?
Ah, yeah.
I
Yeah.
can make it.
Oh, you're pretty hurt there, buddy.
Yeah, I took
Yeah,
a
and
lot.
this
I took a
one
bunch of
rolls a
damage, bro.
D2 and it chooses to attack Xeno. But you got the good AC.
Hey, okay, but there's the third. Wait, oh yeah, this one. But
No within range.
Yeah,
of
it's
course.
behind.
Missy with the bite has 2
Okay.
claws. 21.
Motherfucker!
4.
It gets shocked, but
Okay,
not
how many?
for max
Wait, has it been your
damage.
turn since then?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got
yeah,
it.
last-
Yeah, you've got your first. I forgot. My bad. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
But not for max. So.
Lightning! Not for max though. Ugh.
Okay. Let me roll there. Save. Fail. So they take 6 damage. Okay.
Damn it.
And they get one more attack on you. One more.
It's
claw.
super effective, right? Because they're flying creatures.
Exactly. Unfortunately, it's raining, and that for some reason gives them insulation. Science is odd in this world. Roar for 22.
Come on!
They have +4. Like what the fuck?
I'm down, boys.
8 damage. Okay. You were
I was
down.
about to say, roll
you
some
were
concentration
down.
checks.
That means we get the lingering injury thing.
Oh god.
Okay. Let me get up that table.
You have to roll a Constitution saving throw. I think.
Yeah. Wait, is that the way we did it? Is that how I want to do it?
I think it's a death save.
Wait, what are
Right.
you saying? For lingering
For
injury?
the injuries? Yeah, at the death
It's up to me. It's like when you get it's like crit or knockdown or death save. It was like.
Oh, okay. That was.
But I'm gonna do it. The way I'm gonna do it is
Up to
if you get knocked down or crit, you have to like roll a Constitution check to like not get it. But if you get a death save, then like straight up you have to roll because like you don't have a save, you're down. So you get knocked down. So make like it's basically like a death save. But no, this is just straight D20. It's like a death save except it's like a injury save. So if you roll above a 10 or above, you won't get an injury. If you roll below a 10, you will.
Okay.
7. Okay, you will.
Oh my god.
Let me. Okay, so
That's
I can find.
expected.
He
It's a
gets
bit less than
decapitated.
50% chance, and there's no
Okay,
such.
roll a D20, Tom.
Oh, it's not like
I'm just
second
gonna use
edition?
death save button again.
No, it's not. It's not that.
Yeah.
bad.
Oh my god, okay. As you
You
fall
lose
down
an
and they
eye.
claw you, the claw just like pops basically one of your eyes as you fall down basically to the ground. It just basically just gets out of the socket.
Oh my
And you are just like falling and it is just like pulling out.
Good thing you're not a ranged fighter, Tom.
Yay!
And you are down. And it doesn't do it. Oh yeah, it does actually do that to me. Wow.
Yep.
That's cool. Okay. So you are missing an eye. That is its turn. The big
Oh.
boy gets a death save as well.
We're not using max damage now.
9, it has a bleed out. Okay, Azarka, we're gonna turn to the next one and just, fury in eyes, like screaming in her native tongue as she tries to pull it to pieces. She hits it for 9. 9 actually just completely takes it one down. These ones are gonna die instantly, but they're not big boys. And then she, like, basically just, like, She looks like she's almost forgotten her fear of heights, and she basically jumps over this pit and lands just on the other side. Basically, she looks like she doesn't give a shit anymore, and she goes to swing this one or claw it out, but misses. Okay. This one over here. It's kind of trying to get room, but this is a body, so I'll say it can fly above here and tries to attack you, Alchemendnos. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna move this one to the back because it's dead. And it does the dive up thing and dives down, so if it hits you, it gets you're fighting from it.
Sure.
Bite tries to bite you. Bite hits.
Well, it definitely hits.
7 damage, half to 3.
All right.
Claw. 20 damage.
I should
20,
just wait.
20 hits.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't crit, so just 4.
Which 2?
Yeah, 2. And another claw. This again for another 3.
So summon some.
These guys are rolling amazing.
No, they're rolling well. Okay. No, actually, I'm going to do a different thing with the death saves. Okay, this one... It just did stuff. Alchemendnos, your turn. You saw Zeno basically get his face gouged behind you.
So this guy's clawing me in the back, but I barely even noticed. I'm
Chris,
like,
are you trying to speak at all, Chris?
I was just throwing shade. Don't mind me.
Okay.
I figured your mouth were moving.
And you're fighting to the one to the top of you.
yeah, but first I have to deal with the guy below me. And as he gouges out, Xeno will shout out, "No, you will pay for that, you miscreant," or something like that. And
Now, technically, because the thing that you've got, the source feet is within line of sight, but that's how 5e works. You can't turn your back. You will have disadvantage on attack rolls.
okay, I will reckless attack to even it up.
Yep, makes sense. Good choice. You got to go with it. Oh no, because you would have. It's not attack roll. No, that's just bad. Oh wait, no, you were blessed, but then he got knocked down.
Yeah. that's fine.
So just 1 off AC, unfortunately. Oh yeah, you don't hit.
I'm gonna stop casting blast. It just gets instantly dispelled.
You don't get instantly murked despite the fact you have AC. I remember Tom, I don't want to do lingering injuries, but I will back. I will do it against Tom. First time. Alright, and you don't move, right?
You promised me. You promised.
No, I don't move.
Okay, this one is basically can only attack you, and it just is attacking you, clawing at you, biting at you. Tries to bite you. You have Reckless, right?
Yeah.
So
It's anyway.
20, 2 damage, claw,
It's
2 damage, another claw, 16,
it's
another 2 damage.
so
You're just
it's
getting
damage.
just clawed and scrapes all over you. This one, there's really nowhere it can go. This one basically tries to kind of, I'm gonna say they can fit their way through here, but as they kind of try to fit their way through, Chris, you get an attack opportunity, but they're trying to squeeze through a narrow space. That seems fair. Oh, but you have your bow, right?
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
So
yeah,
he just squeezed in here.
No, wait, but Alchemendnos, you would technically have an attack as he kind of goes past, so you get an attack against him.
Okay.
Why is
Yeah,
it coming
you-
in here?
Because the others are surrounded by giant bird creatures.
Wait, let me. Reckless attacks for the turn, right? So I still have advantage on this.
You still have advantage, yes.
Let me click
Oh,
that.
but you are still fighting, sorry,
still
so it's
fighting.
normal.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, makes sense.
No, you miss.
Yeah.
So many ones.
So it squeezes in and tries to bite at you, Chris.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Rip.
10?
Nope.
Tries to claw you. 6, man, they suck against him though. 18.
Oh, that one gets me.
5 damage.
Oof. Ah, guys, I'm wounded.
Alright, so the way I decided to do my lingering injuries, but I think on every death save it's too common because I wanted to be special. So what I'm going to do, Tom, is you can choose either to make a death save or to get a lingering injury. If you choose to take lingering injury,
I thought the rule was death saves under 5, right? You get a
is that
lingering.
what we wanted?
Well, that's what it says on the thing.
Wait, it actually says that?
Yeah, it says.
It does. Shit, I just thought it was every time you fail. Oh, okay, yeah, Tom, to do your death save, yeah. Okay, that's way better.
Just watch me roll a 1 right now, okay? Let's.
And lose the other, right?
Well, that doesn't matter. You're dead anyway. So it's
No,
fine.
you're fine.
It's fine.
I'm not
Fine,
dead.
he
Why would I be
says.
dead?
Just fine. Richard, your turn. You
I
use your.
thought yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because it's still 20 feet, and technically you only have half your movement. You have to use your action to dash if you want to
Yeah.
get out.
But I have a bonus action.
Yeah, so you can get to the top, and I will put you up there. It's fucking crowded as shit, but you're just you're basically standing on a corpse, and Zeno is that corpse.
I will give him 2d6
Nice.
HP
nice.
heal, and then I will go and do the thing I said I would probably need to do at some point.
Oh,
Which
it's
is-
gonna take you like
Oh.
15 minutes or something.
Yeah.
10 to 20 minutes. He said, "Okay, go run and run. We'll pause when it gets your turn." Okay, so you get healed for 9. So as you kind of get healed, you've all seen magic work before. Like normal magic healing, it does match like most scars and injuries. Like they're able to like work because the body is still there and the flesh can like knit together.
Yeah.
Here his eye is just like popped, and like you can see the magic kind of start to work on his face, but instead of actually regenerating the eye, it's more just like the skin just kind of like scabs over and it's basically left as an empty eye socket instead of the eye managing to regrow to a proper extent. But you are alive, but you feel, it's an immense pain still, and your depth perception is fucked. You can feel, like you kind of touch your face, you can feel your eye is gone.
Fortunately, the gods saw fit to give him a spare.
Yeah, luckily. But yeah, you are alive. I don't know if I don't. How do we normally do it? He acts on initiative immediately after he gets up.
That's
Oh,
the thing.
yeah.
That's how we did it. I think.
It's so
Was
weird
that-
though. But you
there
already
must be
made
a
a death
rule for
save
that,
this
right?
turn, right? Like I don't know if you get in. Wait, I'm gonna Google new initiative, but we have some time now that he Podrak's not here, so we can do it right
Mhm.
after knocked out 5e. Because we always do it so like
I always just let them act immediately after they get up, but like not because I think that's the rule, but for like this kind of the same principle as like players go first when initiative is tied. Just it's why not? This person already had a bad day,
That's true. That's true.
but like
Yeah, I
I
mean-
wouldn't suggest everyone DM like that. Like I don't know, it's just that's how I was always done it because I always seem just kind to the players.
Yeah, I'll do that, but I will also maybe do that on enemies as well.
Ooh, scary.
Yeah, well, that seems fair. Like
Gotta-
it makes
gotta
sense.
finish this
yeah.
one
I
off.
mean,
Yeah,
it
sure.
really makes more sense that you would enact and you would roll initiative, and then that would be your one on the next turn. But
Yeah.
we can be nice DMs, especially with this rule this brutal. Okay, so yeah, you can act immediately. I'll move your initiative down to 3.
Yay!
Okay, what are you doing? You furious that you are thrown on the ground. You are half blind, but you are alive.
Yay! Okay. So wait, the 3 are still up, right? And then the one that's below everything is the one that's making that saves, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The one to the south is oh no wait, the one to the south being hurt a little bit, but most of the other ones look basically untouched.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna stand up first of all.
Mhm.
Seems like a bad idea to be on the ground. Yeah. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna do my hidden step thingy, disappear, and then smack the one boss down to the south with
Okay,
advantage.
so yeah, you have advantage. You're like, how dare you take out my eye? I'll
Bastard.
take out your brain. Nice, nice.
Exactly.
Ooh, yeah, you
Oh.
hit.
Yeah. Bam.
7 damage. Yeah, you do a good clock. Still up, but you whack it hard.
Bastard.
Get it to attack you again. Genius plan. Sky, your turn.
I'll try reason with this one, Ian. I say, I kind of glance outside at the, the sort of bit by bit massacre of all his friends, and I'll turn.
His friends, your friends, okay.
Well, we've lost. You think we could take him down 2 of them, right?
Yes.
So how many are left standing out there?
3 more out there.
3 more out there. So yes. So I kind of I turn out there where there are 3 of them, the 3 of them facing off against my friends, and I say, if you just surrender now and stop fighting, we'll let you live.
Very intimidating.
And I take the dodge action.
Okay, roll persuasion. Can be kind of hard. It's good. I'm gonna give you a DC 18. So it's
Nice.
doable. Nah.
I've got
Yeah,
mad
me,
persuasion.
I'll let you live.
Don't
Maybe
you-
DC 20.
don't
Maybe
you
DC
worry.
20. DC 20.
I persuaded him, Ian, but I took the
Yeah.
dodge action anyway.
You took the dodge action. Excellent. All right.
Which really
this
helped the
one-
persuasion.
This one can technically attack all 4 you, so I'm gonna roll a D4 from left to right. Your 4 Zeno, just so I don't get mad at me. 2, okay. So I was choosing to attack Azarka, you fool. It's a flurry of claws and bites, and Azarka just like basically just like embraces them in a way. Like he's trying to biting it close. Azaka
Leans
like
into
basically
it.
just leans into it. Yeah, exactly. And then she leans into it. It is her turn, and she tries basically to claw it as it claws her. Her claws seem slightly more effective. It's barely standing. She does it again. Yep, she knocks this one down. And she kind of knocks and she basically just like stands on her body. She like shouts to the other two. It's like, I am who you want. Kill me, you bastards. And this one gets another death save. Slash RT20. Not 20 incoming. Nope. Okay. This one will continue to attack you, Alcamenos. You are no longer feared, right? But you ended your turn. Yeah. Yeah, you attacked while you were scared. But it should try and attack you normally.
Still has advantage.
It says advantage. Oh, you're right. Yeah.
It's anyway. So
Two.
Okay.
Claws you. Yeah. 2 again.
Mhm.
Ooh, does he have to make a lingering injury roll? Oh, he gets crit. Oh, fuck.
Oh fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Oh fuck.
You take 9, technically half to 4.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah,
100%.
you're down. Okay. You got crit and it was, but the crit ones I want you to confirm.
High
So
five, Jack.
You can roll 2 injury
Roll a one
saves.
as well, come on.
Roll 2 injury saves. 1 for getting knocked down, 1 for the crit.
I feel like one attack should only possibly be
Okay,
one injury.
fine.
I just
One
personally
injury
feel
save.
this way.
1 injury save. Oh no, you roll a d20, Jacko, for the table.
Roll a 1, Jacko. Let's be honest, boys.
Oh, mild scar.
You get a minor scar. It doesn't seem that you just like get knocked down. There's a big nick down your arm, but that doesn't it's not gonna have any big problems. But you are down. You are.
You're
down.
not helping. You're not helping my this one should surrender argument, Alcamenos.
I'm sorry.
Alcamenos, God. This one is attacking Azaka because
Well,
you're down, and
technically
it's
I'm
like
first,
she's
right?
infuriating them. Again, they're clawing at her. She doesn't give a shit, but they're basically too bloodthirsty to really notice in the dark and the shadows and the vein what is happening. Alcamenos, death save. Oh yeah, fail by 5 or more. Yeah, roll on it again. No,
Well,
you have
it's
1
a
fail.
fail, but no
Yeah.
injury.
This one is attacking you, Chris. You're dodging.
Yes.
Misses.
Oh
Holy shit! Holy
Oh, then. That's roll on the injury table, Chris.
Roll a save, Chris. Roll a save. Oh my god! What the fuck?
Jesus Christ!
Twice now.
Everyone's using the death save up.
Okay, you're okay. You don't get an injury, but it
fine.
tries to attack you again. 5.
Oh,
They rolled 2 nat 1s and 2 nat 20s. Excellent. Richard. Oh, okay. We have to wait. Richard, come back and see the travesty that has happened to the body. Oh my god. Oh my. But I mean, the crit. Man, I remember, Chris, when you were like, you can avoid the lingering injuries by playing carefully, like dodging. No, you
Oh, 1 in 400 chances. There's no way it'll never happen.
You literally said like it's a 1 in 400 chance in the chat. Oh my
I know,
god.
it's funny because I was trying to be ironic at the time because it was just after Xeno got the double crit, and now the turns have tabled.
Oh my god, that is ridiculous.
So anyway, he's back.
Things did not go as planned, but I don't know how long that took.
That wasn't that long.
It's okay.
Man, oh, this is an interesting one. You go glacial augment, Chris. The slow with her.
Ooh.
So what's the last thing you remember, Poltrick? Things changed.
You were there when he got his eye knocked out, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I healed him and then.
Yeah.
Okay, since then, one of them has been killed by Azaka, basically.
Okay.
One of them has knocked down Alcamenos and giving him a nasty looking scar, but not too bad.
And one of them has crit me through
One
the
of them
dodge.
has hit you. Yeah. Through a dodge, I did the 1 in 400 chance, but he managed to not get a
Not get a lingering
injury.
anything.
Okay.
Yeah, so Alcamenos is down, Sky's kind of hurt, the other two are as you remember.
Okay, so I'm in this guy's zone of whatever, right?
Yeah. Bit messy, but yeah. But yeah, you can still heal and like he doesn't get an attack of opportunity or anything.
Yeah, I want to get next to Alcamenos and heal.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Jacko. Oh, we have a different one.
So I guess I'll go around like that.
Yeah, that would work.
Here? No, wait.
I mean, you
should.
can't be there, like.
Yeah, I
you
have
can-
to be in this square,
I
right?
can't remember which one's dead and which one's alive. Can you color the dead one red? Or is it the one at the back?
It's
Okay.
one in the back, but I can color it.
So you could just be like in this square, right?
Oh, I thought the.
No, this
I
is
mean,
the-
that's
the-
kind of where the hole is.
Oh.
Yeah, but like he's standing on the body. The body's covering the hole. There's no. Okay, whatever. Fine.
Okay. No,
Yeah,
go,
I mean,
go to
that's-
the other side. Go to the other.
yeah,
That
go
was
the
just like you're in someone's space right there. How are you standing there?
But I mean,
Yeah,
like,
you're
he
there.
doesn't even cover squares properly. Like, what the fuck?
He still can stand there. He's just not in the square exactly, but he's still that. He's still using up that much space. That's
Yeah,
fine.
but
Just go
it's
there.
pretty
fine
hard
then.
to know where I can stand if he
You can
doesn't
stand there.
squares
You-
properly. Anyway,
Alright, I can make him stand in the square properly. There you go.
okay.
Hmm.
I fucking
That's-
heal.
it's also
I
Technically, he
cure
would be
wounds
here.
on
Alright,
someone
he's
else.
here. He's here. This one's technically dead on the right underneath him. There you go. Is that better? Alright, heal him.
Okay. Yeah, it's a lot better actually. I cure wounds on
like it.
else.
Now you can attack Sky. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Plus 8, thank you.
Everyone's gonna like collectively eventually pool in the
Yep.
turn order just after.
Just changing that. I mean, he would act next to any. Sky would act next anyway, actually, though, because he would.
Yeah.
Actually, no, wait, you're Sky. Wait, why am I changing it?
Wait, oh, what? My 21? No,
Oh,
19 rather. Sorry, yeah, 19.
no, Alchemendus gets an extra turn. Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, you doing any bonus actions or anything?
That was his bonus action.
No,
it's
he
cure
uses
wounds,
action
yeah,
to cure wounds.
Cool.
Is anyone low?
I mean, Alchemendus is a little low.
No, I
Sky's a
mean,
little
like,
low.
the creatures.
No. They're all full HP.
Okay.
So all three of these are full.
Yeah.
I
all three are
will
full.
hex this one
Okay.
and make it bad at strength checks.
Okay, yeah, it's clever. Okay, cool. Alright, that's a bonus action. Okay, wait, a Hex Knot, is that not a first level spell?
It is,
Yeah.
but I can have two now.
But you can't do a first level spell and another first level spell in your turn.
I can't, even if it's an
You
action
cannot.
and a bonus
You know,
action.
yeah, one of them has to be a cantrip. You can't use two normal spells.
Oh, okay, then I can't do anything.
Okay, cool. Zeno, no, Alchemendus, sorry. You get woken up, you are prone. Richard, just laid a loving hand on your thigh.
Why the fire?
Yeah, why not? Got a
Um,
lot of blood flow around there, if you know what I mean.
yeah.
Yep.
I will stand up.
Hmm?
Let out a yell of frustration, rage.
I like it. Rage, ooh yeah, you're getting good at that, yeah. You're blessed
What
to get-
can I like? What are these birds? Look, they seem to be pretty, in combat at least, pretty single-minded. Like they're
Yeah, a lot of claw and bite. Like, it looks like if they were flying in the air, they might be trying to like pick you up and like throw you off or like go up and dive down. But because you're all like kind of tied together, they seem to notice like they can't really pick you up or like throw you down very easily.
are any of them like focus on anyone? That seems apparent.
This one was attacking Zaka.
Mm-hmm.
The one up here was you're not sure. I mean, you just got knocked down, so you can't really see this one.
Yeah.
This one like currently
As I
basically
said.
fighting. This one's basically fighting as Zaka. Times happening simultaneously, but you're not really sure about the others.
This is I will attack
Which one?
the one above me.
Okay, hold it. This one's basically standing on his dead friend. Yeah, that hits.
For
Non-recklessly, I like it. 15, wow, big swing, full swing, big stab, whatever. Yeah, you do a good chunk of damage to it. That music was boring. Okay, Zeno, what are you doing? Let's do this. Two steps from hell.
protectors of the earth.
Yeah, it's a
Zeno?
pretty good.
Pretty famous one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, 2 steps were found. Never mind. Yeah, that's bad. Fuck.
So
That would-
how undamaged are the ones above me?
Two are completely
this-
undamaged. This one has been smacked pretty hard.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna like move over here.
Move very
Basically-
near the edge, okay, yeah.
Well, what I want to do is hit both of them with a thunder wave. I
Hit
think I
both
need
of
to
them.
move like. I mean, it's a
You
15
mean
foot
like
square,
this?
right? We did the like the.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we the adjacent,
We
the
determined
adjacent
that, like-
square principle,
Yeah.
like the adjacent square is legal. Like I fucking looked at like a bunch
Yeah,
of websites, and
yeah.
I was like,
Okay,
okay,
so
I drawn a circle, but like those are the squares that would affect.
Okay, yeah, fine.
Yeah, with the for maximum.
Oh, for maximum. How many times can you do
Maximum
that
damage.
today?
Twice.
2. Oh, and
Yeah.
you did once, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
because that's how many channel divinity I have.
Yep. Roll.
Oh, yeah.
Also, it would hit the guy on the
roll
ground.
damage. How
Yeah.
much damage is it? What's that?
Also, it hit the guy making death saves.
It would indeed. Excellent.
16 damage for a
16, and
DC,
what's the
DC
save?
13 con. I'm just gonna click it.
DC
Fun.
17. Ooh.
30.
30.
Oh, sorry, I heard
Okay, the
17.
one that's already hurt fails. The other one fails. Okay, this one is just dead. This one on the ground. If you take a spell damage, that's not a crit, so technically it only counts.
No.
as
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just one.
Okay,
Still
so
only
now
counts as one.
1 and 2. Okay. And the one at the top, yeah, takes 13 damage. No, 16 damage. Yeah, my bad.
16 damage.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks big wound. But as this
Oh,
initiative
Tom, you only get one channel divinity per short
Whoa.
rest. But you get a second at
Oh.
level 6.
Tom, my man.
What? No.
Gets-
No one? You have two channel
At
divinity.
this, oh, okay. I will.
Oh,
have
you
the
get two
deciding
effects.
vote.
You get turn and that and an effect determined by your domain, but you can only get one use per short rest.
The
Unless-
guy is
unless Tempest
correct.
Cleric.
Channel Divinity wants a vest, level 2. He does not tell a lie. These things actually take 10 damage each. This guy, wait, how much damage did you hit him for, Jacko?
16?
15?
15.
15,
So he's
yeah.
taking
Where did I
25.
get two from?
He's taking 25. He has 1 HP, excellent. This one.
I mean, them's the
Gains
rules,
an
right?
extra 6. Okay. Okay, so it is barely alive. And as this turn order, this initiative ends, you guys basically hear from above the sound of more wings
Oh,
flapping.
for fuck's sake.
And you
16
there's
more arrive.
another 2 as you arrive, and I will roll their initiative.
The patrols
They're
as
really
well.
close.
I mean, they'll be up in the air somewhere. They're like, you know, high up in the air, maybe like 50 feet.
No.
Initiative. Initiative. Sword descending. Okay. Cool. You know, these two you recognize, Chris. Those are the ones, you know, left before to go and watch. You know, you never forget a face.
Okay.
They all look
So-
pretty similar.
So if
be racist.
Yeah, Jacko.
How big is this fire?
Filling a 5-foot square.
It's a pretty decent fire, you know.
Pretty decent fire. Yeah.
Pretty decent fire. Okay. So I'll use my second wind,
Okay. Roll.
which is
D10 plus 2.
yeah, linking it's not gonna roll. I have to do it myself, don't I? D10 plus 2. Hey, that's nice. So I'd like to
The
see
big heal right there, yeah.
plus 12. Okay. So,
Heal magically.
Short breath.
so recovering from the crit, I will. If I move away, am I provoking from this one as well?
Where are you moving?
If I move, like here, say,
With disadvantage, they will be attacking you, yeah.
with disadvantage.
It went so well last time, Chris.
Yeah,
Yeah,
disadvantage, you know,
I
incoming crit.
just
One in
well, this,
400.
okay. I'm just gonna as I back away. I say to this one. No, look, seriously. See that tiger lady out there? She literally isn't taking any damage. She will just kill all of you. You should just surrender, and we will. You'll be fine. We'll let you live. You know, another one's been killed, so you know I feel like I got a chance here.
Yeah, and the other one's real low. But there are 2 more been arriving. Roll persuasion.
Persuasion. Maybe he didn't notice them arriving. It's a 17.
Okay. And what are you doing? Like, yeah.
And after that, I will just take. No, I won't take any action. I'll just move. I'll move here, then here, like that, and take the attacks of opportunity if they take
Wait, you're
them.
not even using an action. Why don't you use the action disengage?
Because I want to move back here and shoot at this one.
Oh, I asked for like
Well, I'm asking this one to surrender. I'm not asking this one to surrender.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to persuade this one.
You've kind of, it's okay. Basically, what you've said, and combined with the fact you've said that one doesn't take a damage, it's kind of distracting. It's basically like looking at Azarka, like with some sort of like kind of worry on his face. It's not going to take the attack opportunity, but it's not like it straight up looks like.
Okay.
But
Okay.
he's right now considering the option, so it doesn't take the attack. But
Okay.
the other one does take the attack with disadvantage.
Okay.
5. So, a little miss right there. It's like, good thing I'm nice and turn that guy at disadvantage.
That...
Okay. Swing at you.
Yeah, that's enough from you, I say, as I shoot at that one. That just
No.
tried to attack me.
No bites. Yeah, you kill it.
Just,
Oh wait,
exact.
was that the big?
That was the one that was at 1. No, there was one underneath him that was still
Yeah,
bleeding
I
out.
must have accidentally deleted him at some point. Oh, well.
Yeah.
I'm pretend he's still there. I think he acted on 60. Okay, that's your turn. This one now looks real angry, like like Sven, and then you kill it. Sven. It's like, why? What? No.
Well, no, I'm trying to convince him.
Yeah,
to
I
surrender.
understand what you are, but he's just
Yeah,
like, no, yeah. He's like, my friend. Azarka is
I've evened up the.
she's just kind of like screaming. She's basically in like a blood rage at this point, as she tries to clear this one to pieces as well. 15 hits. It misses though. And she kind of just turns and like faces the other two in the sky. Basically roars with a, like with a tiger roar in the kind of humanoid form. And I'm gonna give her an intimidate. The ones that are flying away. And I'll give her
Fly
advantage,
away.
but she's literally like a tiger, just eating people without seeming to be bleeding herself.
Literally like on a mountain of corpses at this point.
She doesn't have any bonus. She doesn't show charisma. Okay, nah, like it's a roar, but like they see the rest of you kind of.
Like thunder rolls at the same time, and you can't really hear it.
Okay.
It's like a
This
Simba
one, though,
roar.
not knowing that Zark is somehow like immune to their attacks, this one does the terror dive thing. I will still see if it hits her, but she might be scared. No. Yeah, she says it by claw, so she will be frightened.
Some of these fucking attack rolls. I
Yeah,
swear to
right?
God.
This one is a. Does it know she's? Yeah, this one's gonna attack. Well, I'll roll a d3 for this one. It could attack any of you. I think it could have good reason for. So you can be
I can
one.
attack the guy
Richard.
right next to the cliff. Like.
What's that? No,
This
the
guy
one
is
that's
far
on the
away
ground,
from
not
him.
the one flying. Not the one flying. That's right.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it chooses to attack Alcamenos. You are raging, but you are not reckless.
I'm not reckless.
Crit. Holy fuck.
What are these rolls?
8 damage. Oh, you're still up though. 9 damage. Only 4 health. But you did get crit, so roll on the roll the injury save. Maybe I should. Man, I don't know, man.
You keep critting, man. Like, this is the problem.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Chris
it was-
might be a little crazy.
Okay, yeah, roll on the table. D20. Yeah, maybe, but like I don't think I'm gonna crit this much. 13. You have a horrible scar. Okay.
You
so you
figure
basically
to the
get
extent the
the
bullet can't be easily concealed.
Yeah. You have disadvantage on persuasion checks and advantage on intimidation checks. It's not bad. It's not bad. And it's like
Everyone has
you
got
had like a
injuries that I
minor scar
can't
from the
heal.
old one, and now they're just like a big fucking one down your
Like
chest.
through my chest. Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can let you decide. You know how.
Gets Tyrion Lannister across the face.
You
Like,
can decide. You can decide for that one.
Let's like at my neck and then down to my side like this.
Okay. Nice. Claws you at will.
then it keeps
8
going.
misses. 10 misses. Okay,
is
so you get hit with the bite. This one inside, it's like kind of like, it's just like kind of mumbling inherently, like you lie, and then it like it's trying to like get to attacking, but it's like kind of fire in the way, so it's like
Yeah.
it's
Genius.
it's gonna go there, but then and try to like run away, but because you don't get an attack opportunity. when
Yeah.
you move away, so it's
Yeah.
kind of like you would though.
Yeah.
You don't have like claws, shit you can't attack. With?
I do have claws. I could claw at it, but I'm still trying to persuade this one to surrender. So actually, I won't claw at
Okay,
it.
so it moves there and tries to attack you with various things. Bite. Hit.
Yeah,
Only 7.
Only 7. Okay, well this is gonna fucking be. It's gonna suck. Ouch.
Claw.
Okay.
16.
That hits. Yeah.
My god, my rolls. 8.
Oh
That's-
god. Oh god. Okay, I'm
You
in
okay?
trouble. One more. I've 2 health right now.
19.
That hits.
My god, I've been rolling well. 4 damage. Okay, now you get knocked down to do an injury. I will say, this happens a lot more at low levels, but you guys just getting knocked.
Yeah.
Just like...
Just stands on the fire. I really love that friend. Okay.
I'll
That's
make it take some fire damage, because it was here for a while.
Oh, okay.
That's not... No, you're not getting... Oh no, yeah, that was your injury. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
Oh!
20!
Minus scar.
You don't get to come back to life.
You guys are boring. What the fuck?
I'm gonna make this guy take D4, D6.
Just an
D6.
eye like a man.
I've got 2 scars already. you
They
know.
spend their turn on the flame, so I'm gonna make them take 3 fire damage.
D6? It's the size. It feels a 5-foot square in.
You hit someone like...
No, it's fine.
Nah, it's D4.
Seems fine to me. Seems fine.
D16 is reasonable,
I
yeah.
know, it does move back.
Because like it doesn't really have to stand on a fire.
And it's basically crawl create makes its way outside. So movement. Richard, your turn. There are more approaching, and everyone seems to be kind of dropping around you. Well, not dropping, but getting previously injured.
They're all fine.
I have like 2 heals remaining.
I'm just like...
This guy's taken some damage though, right? He
Yeah,
got
yeah, yeah.
10 by the thunder and then 3 by the fire.
Yeah.
So
This
This
is
one is
like-
also taking a bit of
Lightning.
damage.
Lightning. I've been doing lightning, not thunder.
Who seems the most hurt between these
That
two?
one.
I thought you cast Thunderwave.
This one?
Right. Okay, I did cast thunder.
Thunder.
Never mind.
This one's my third.
I forgot.
Hmm.
Yeah, that one's not.
And if I do the ranged thing, he will. It's disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's an action. Wait, I'm gonna see if healing hands is an action or reaction. It's an action, but it sucks. It's like a worse version of healing light, but it's an action instead of a...
Oh, it's a racial thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I guess you guys technically don't see that, like, Sky is like kind of dead in the corner, but you do see this one leave the roof, which is a
Yeah.
bit ominous.
A bit ominous, yeah.
I think for literally being passed out on a sleeping mat, there's a sleeping mat, right?
Yeah. In a way.
Advantage on my death saves.
More like nets.
Oh,
There's a couple of like actually chests in there.
Get out of here, Chris.
Okay, this guy is...
There's a
Alchemist
limit
is
to
really
the-
hurt, so I'm just gonna...
It's really hard, this is true.
I'm going to cure wounds him.
Like, Alchemist is like the victim of the fantasy machine gun, just like...
Yeah. Oh, that's good, yeah.
Go in the 7, nice.
Nice.
Okay, yeah.
And I don't think there's anything else I can do as a bonus action, so...
No, not really.
No.
Okay, so you're just standing there. This one is attempting to dive at you, Zeno.
Ah, of course.
So it does a special dive move, and if it hits you, you get frightened. 23. My god, man. It's
How many
fucking
rolls
ridiculous.
under 10 have you done, Ian?
Like none, man. I rolled so many 19s. 5 damage.
He's eyed.
Tries to
He's eyed.
It's fine.
20.
Right?
Oh my god.
I'm fine, but the first one I'm gonna use.
Oh, you're gonna use this thing? Okay.
One
Yeah,
shot.
Like, fucking annoyed here. But I can't use maximum.
Yeah, you can't use
I will
maximum.
use
Is it Dex or Con?
lightning. It's that
Got
safe.
him.
It passes, so it takes 4 damage, okay. Okay, and then it tries to claw you. Wait, did the second claw knock you? Oh, wait, it
The
might
first
knock you.
claw. I mean, it didn't do damage yet. Might.
The first bite hit,
did
it's for
that.
5 damage with the bite, and then 4 damage.
Yeah, that did knock me down.
That did?
Down now. I'm down now. I
Oh,
had
wait,
9
you
HP.
had 9 HP? Okay. Okay,
I'm
roll,
down again, boys.
roll your injury safe. My god.
Is it the other eye?
I mean, if you're just getting knocked down constantly, though. Okay,
Oh,
you're
nice.
fine. Yeah, okay, so you get the attack, then you're no longer fighting, though, but you're knocked down. Zeno, your turn, though.
Wait, he's a player. He should have gone first.
Ah, no,
You
but this
should've
one.
gone first, yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
That's
it's fine.
Alright,
That's
Zeno.
fine.
Oh, that was your depth save? Okay, yeah, you're fine. Alchemist,
Fuck me, dude.
you want to join up?
This guy just came out of the room. But it's weird because he
He's the
just
most
replaced the
hurt.
guy I just killed, so... He's the most hurt? Okay.
Yeah,
I'll just
he's pretty
do-
low.
Yeah.
You could theoretically take him down with a swing if you aim well. You swing true.
Concerning your rolls, I'll just recklessly attack anyway.
Incoming, I get like a crit on one of them now, man. I'm just saying that's gonna happen, but okay.
It's now or never, baby.
It's true. You guys, well, also you have advantage, right? Still. Oh, initiative, no, inspiration, right? From like the fucking. Oh my god.
Oh my
I
god.
can't.
Oh my god.
I just
Okay.
can't, man.
Okay, that's your turn, yeah.
Sky,
your turn.
Death save.
You're muted, Chris, by the way, in case you just.
Yeah, sorry, I was typing. It's fucking.
Let's go, boys. Okay, yeah, success. Okay, on Azarka's turn, she's like, she's kind of just like screaming like, "You cannot kill me! Fly, you fools!" That she tries to like. This one she's like literally just ignoring their attacks and just like running around to like try to kill this one. So like they just like all like swinging at her wildly, and she goes and like they're scraping and biting her, and she just running through like the maw of the beast.
Nice.
goes-
I told him not to surrender.
But she misses. And then it's another score. Crit.
Yes, there it is.
Good discussion maker. No, this guy gets a horrible scar from fun, you can tell, but it's hard to tell. Okay, at this point, like, yeah, the others one, the pet Terrafolk are kind of like, they look like a little, like, apprehensive. Like, they were basically clawing at it, and they're just like, literally nothing is happening, right? Like, it's fucking terrifying if you're trying to fight this. So this one, it's like, this one, like, tries to fly over, and it's basically, like, still clawing and flapping at her and just, like, trying to, like, carry her and stop her movement, but it's just more annoying to her than it is anything else. But it's like spending its turn doing that. This one, however, will keep. It'll get a D2 actually for you two. Oh wait, technically no. This one moved. No, it didn't move out of your range. Did it move? No,
No.
You never had something on it, Richard. Slash RD2. It's gonna attack you, Aquamenos. Bite.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh, and you were reckless, right?
He was reckless.
Oh my fuck.
Dang, roll that d20, boy.
More damage, yeah. More that thing.
That's.
Ian, I think we've grabbed enough scars. For the whole campaign. I think this was a good experiment, Ian.
Roll another d20.
I think maybe you can only get one a day or something. Like, that's fine.
You have a festering wound.
I can heal that. I can actually fix that.
Yeah, it does. Okay, yeah, but nothing actually happens yet. Plus your hit point for every 24 hours, so you basically got like a nasty wound, but it will be infected, but you don't really know about it for now. It's fine. Most of them are fine.
He's got two more claw. Oh, he's got 2 more claw attacks. Though, right?
Yeah. Oh my. Oh my fucking
This
God,
is getting
man.
ridiculous, Ian.
Jack, come on,
Getting
Jack,
ridiculous.
More damage? No. We said, well, once a turn at least. I'm not gonna make.
No, I mean, I'll roll it. I'll roll it.
Okay, roll it.
Now that's the D20,
That's
Jack.
fair.
Oh my god, I can't. Another festering
Oh,
wound.
you have another festering. The wound is just bigger. It'll be by 2%. Alright, the third attack, I swear to God.
Wait, so 7, so it's 3. Right?
Okay. Oh, but 18 hits, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So 4, so you're floored down exactly, I think.
Yeah.
So you have to make another check when you were brought to 0. So it didn't matter if he crit or not.
Oh my god!
Okay, roll another d20.
We'll see how festering this wound is gonna get.
I'm not even doing this. Like even
Minus
eight.
scar.
Another minus scar, dude. Yours is gonna be
At least-
so bad on scar.
At least I'm rolling well on the actual injuries themselves.
Okay. This one just came out, and like, okay, this one is like it's so barely hurt. You told it to surrender, and because she couldn't be hurt, she just ran through like basically fields of them to like get to it, and like isn't caring. So this one's actually gonna disengage and fly away. It wants to survive, and it's been like scared by Sky. So this one just flies basically like it disengages and like flies basically like 50 foot away into the dark. You can just barely see it. Richard, your turn.
Okay, I healing hands Algameno, so you have 2 HP.
2 HP.
Nice.
He's up and at him, boys. Oh, and you took magical hearing, so your festering wounds have stopped.
Rarely knew you.
Richard?
No.
Okay, this one here, it's basically just flying the edge, and it just keeps attacking Azaka for now, but you don't really know what's happening. And well, if it tries to attack any of you others, it would like provoke. So yeah, that one attacks, but nothing really is accomplished. Zeno, your turn. Well, technically you two should I?
Death save.
Yeah. You okay? That two passes or one pass?
Yeah, 2 passes now.
2 passes. Okay. Alcamenos, you're up again. They can't keep you down.
I'm out of rages, so I will stand up yet again, clutch to my trident, and take the dodge action.
Okay. Man, you really want to hit me to hit that one?
Fucking-
I can do it. Don't you test me. All right, Sky, do you have a death save? You're on 1 pass, right?
I'm on 1 pass, yes. Let's see if that holds up. Oh,
Yeah, 2
it
passes.
does. 2
Okay.
passes.
Azaka is just attempting to like rip this one to shreds. They're like, yeah, they're starting to be like, this is not a fight we could win, boys. Oh, but maybe she keeps missing. Yeah, I can't roll with her. I can only roll with them, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, they're still just on her. These two are basically just like focused on her. They're basically trying to rip her to shreds, and her clothes, on slide 15 at least, her clothes are just becoming like ruins. Like she is basically not standing, and you know it's
No,
just
it's-
basically like this like tiger humanoid.
What's
just,
really
like-
nice is that they're not trying to like kick her off the edge or anything like that.
Yeah, I think I thought I could try, but like with the ropes, it's just like too much weight, like to drag you all around. Otherwise, yeah.
Xeno's
definitely
really heavy. Like, how heavy is Xeno?
Xeno's like fucking a ton. I mean, this one seems to notice.
68 pounds.
Richard, this one seemed to notice that you are like the problem. You just keep getting them up, so it turns its attention to you.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I have like 12 HP and 11 AC.
19.
Oh,
6 damage.
Yep.
Floor
You're still up.
12. I think that hits you, right?
hits. Yep.
Yeah. 6. You're down.
I'm down.
Roll the injury table.
Yeah.
Now you can partake in this fun activity as well.
Ah.
Okay. You don't get an injury.
Damn. Damn
Zeno, your turn.
it. Then before I roll a 1. Oh no, okay, just one fail.
Okay.
So
Aquaman,
that
it's your turn.
dodging really didn't pan out. My bad.
I guess I eat your friend. Friend.
Might be. Which one of these looks the most hurt? Any of them or none of them?
This one right next to you looks the most hurt.
And that's the only one focusing on you fuckers.
Yeah, I have 2 HP. I'm not resisting. Wait, can I reckless attack without raging? I can, right?
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can. You can.
Necklace had nothing to do with age.
Hit it, Jacko. Kill it. With your trident. Stab it.
Hit it. Slash at it. That's what you do, right?
Yeah, I'll reckless.
You're reckless? Okay.
Will I? I mean, they have like 3 attacks. Yeah, no, I'm gonna reckless.
If you crit, man, you know, you could take it.
Advantage.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've done like 5
Your
times. It
mute's
only
good.
seems fair you guys do it once.
I just had a connection error or funny.
It's
Hey, look at that,
Hey,
Reckless
it worked
Worth.
out.
Oh my god.
God!
6 damage, okay.
This is the worst roll you
And
made.
it's not raging, it's 4 damage.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's right.
4 damage. Okay.
Got to click it on.
This one is just still swinging at Azaka. She's basically, you know, keeping all their attention. Sky.
Fail.
That's 2 wins, 1 fail.
2 wins, 1 fail.
Azaka is
Stop
like
copying me, Chris.
Azaka basically like walks around here, just like taking attacks on the back from this one and tries to like help you with this one. She's like tells you, she's like, Alcamenos, run, get under cover. I will fight these off.
Well,
We're like tied to how the ropes. So it's like...
Okay, she tries to claw it twice. Oh, she hits with 1 finally.
Nice.
Okay. Okay, it's still up, but only barely. This one's like really hurted well.
1 HP, huh?
Free. Okay,
When you're on 2 saves, Tom, it's tactically rolling fails, so you have another chance next
yeah,
time.
like
to roll
these
a
are
20
these
or
are these
so.
are kind of these ones are kind of like shrieking.
I'm on
Cool,
to
it's kind of like mayhem now, and it's like, why won't you die? And they're just like
Yeah.
now they Yeah. There's no way they could lift the weight. Like this one, like tries basically like to grab hold of her, and I guess I'll just have her make like a.
Well, it depends on how heavy she is, like and how taut the. To be honest.
There's like, oh, you can maybe lift her, but it couldn't like lift.
It
more
could lift her like 10 feet off the ground before like it
exactly.
started having to lift someone else's weight.
Exactly. Yeah. What's the thing to grapple? It's like it's an attack. roll?
Athletics.
Yeah.
Athletics. They just do post athletics.
Unless
this
it's
one's-
like
No,
in
French has to roll
attack.
to
Some
hit,
of the
right?
creatures have just have.
Nah, this is so supposed. So this one's trying to oppose athletics.
Like skill succeeded.
Yeah.
Never mind.
God.
Never mind.
She
I
is
shouldn't
grappled,
have
which
said
means
anything.
they both have disadvantage, right, when
Yes.
attacking. Or something? They can't move. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one, which is like really hurt, it kind of like looks at the situation and it's like I'll leave it to the others and like also flies away, disengages.
She gets an attack of opportunity with this. Wait, hang. Oh no, disengages.
Disengages. Yeah.
Boring.
They're not
Boring.
idiots. This one is also kind of flying away, just basically circling because like they don't want to come down and just like risk dying, but they're fucking cowards. Richard.
That's safe, buddy.
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
Don't roll a 1.
Scary.
Oh wait, that is wrong. Wrong button.
That's.
You're right next to each other.
You feel fine.
No.
So you know your
Roll
turn.
a
You want,
one,
what do
though.
you want? 2 passes and 1 fail.
Yes.
Okay, don't.
No
roll
ones,
one.
please.
Okay. Oh yeah,
Okay,
you stabilize.
That's the
Nice.
Agamemnos, your turn. She's basically like she's grappling this one. So like do you have advantage when attacking someone who's grappling?
Not on grappling, I don't think.
No.
No, okay. So they're grappling, they can't move. And your attack
Restrain,
even
yeah.
your attack rules have disadvantage if you're. Is there anything? I can't even remember.
Well,
it's fine.
yeah, no, you might have advantage attacking someone who's
Grappled,
grappling.
I'm checking.
Yeah, movement is
no,
zero?
it's nothing. It's not even any attack disadvantage or advantage.
It's just
literally
speed is
can't
0,
move.
right? And like, yeah.
Alright, so we're tied to the rope together.
Yeah.
Can I? I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try and disengage
Mhm.
and climb down the ladder and try and provide like a counterweight.
You
I'm
can't-
trying-
There's no ladder.
Yeah, there's
Well,
there's
you
no
just
ladder.
fall
There's a
down.
chimney, and there's no rope anymore. But you had like the end of the rope, right?
But if you just jump down, you would too. You would be working the counterweight. Supporting your,
Like,
your
yeah,
body
so-
weight just
So
hanging
what's
down.
what's the rock look like in the first like 10 feet? If I could try and
Pretty sheer drop. Like you could climb it. It would be like it wouldn't be that. I mean, the way when you climbed up, you would easily would be able to do about the rope. The rope would basically just like a safety measure.
Yeah.
Like, it's not difficult, but it's not like a guarantee.
What else can I do?
Stab the bird.
Try to
Yeah.
stabilize us.
See how many more festering wounds you
Stab the bird.
try and get more festering wounds. Tempting.
Try not to lose an eye.
I mean, all right. I'll yeah. Fuck, man.
What would our commandos do, Jacko?
Well, maybe.
Sometimes you hate what our commandos would do.
I don't think you go this far.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'll disengage and try and drag Richard into this room.
Okay. Yeah, you can easily do that. Richard's Baylight. Yeah, you kind of easy, no problem to drag him in.
I'm just sleeping like a baby.
Yeah, you know this guy that basically slumped in the corner. He looks like he's still alive, but not in too good a shape. Did you get a scar, Sky? I forget.
Yeah, I got a minus scar.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll make sure we keep track of that.
Wait till my wound is described in like the journal. It's gonna be like
Oh, huge scar!
the most grievously wounded of the party.
A Commendos looks like nothing compared to me. He's got like a chest cut open. Okay, yeah, these ones like, yeah, this one's basically like they just like keep trying to attack Azarka. Like they, that's what they're focused on. She's like driving him insane basically, but again, no attacks are working. And eventually they will probably figure this out. Sky, your turn.
Well, that's good. Tom
Someone's
already,
roll a 1!
Tom already told my fortune. Like, this is just gonna be a regular.
If
pass.
you roll a 1, are you dead?
Yeah, I roll a 1, I'm dead.
Don't roll a 1.
I don't want to roll a 1, but I'm gonna roll a 1.
11. Okay, you're stable, right?
That's 2 ones.
That's
Actually.
2 ones.
No, that's
Okay.
Woo. That's exactly what Tom just rolled. It's like Tom.
Wait, Tom, you're also stable now, right?
Yeah, we're both stable.
Azarka like kind of checks your like looks at your body, and even though like it's basically in the foot of him, she just kind of like lifts you up and just like just like covers you with her back, So like, you know, they're just like raining down claws on their back, and as you know, they just can't do shit. And she basically like,
Yeah, but none of us
without
know
disenge-
this, so, like-
without disengage. Yeah, okay, that's true. No, you see this. Without disengaging, she just basically
I
like,
see
the
it.
bunch and like just like basically like puts you in and just like lays you on the ground, and then just like turns to face the doorway. And then again, she like kind of like in like, you know, breath just like kind of splunge. She's like, "You cannot win." And I'll have a roll intimidate, but definitely with advantage. Plus like,
What do you know, guys? We picked the right guide.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, we probably would.
without it, wouldn't be
okay.
here.
yeah, right? Picked the right guy. She took us to a suicidal place, but stopped it. Right, yeah, on their turn, they seemed like all the petrifolk are kind of like kind of flapper rounding, and they're like in the evil
Flapper-rounding.
level. And they kind of like, you know, go up, so they're like almost within range, and they're like, "What are you?" And then, you know, Alcheminos, what are you doing? Because it's technically your turn. They're just like kind of standing there, like friendly.
I'll with my action. I'll try to stabilize.
think it-
Oh no, don't go there, don't go there. Wait,
Oh, wait,
but
no,
Richard
Richard.
isn't stable, yeah?
Oh, okay. Wait, it's Richard's turn first, then.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah, my turn first.
Yeah.
Maybe
It won't
I'll
really
do
matter
himself.
because even if I roll a 1, I'll still just have 2.
Yeah, but he might not succeed. He might not succeed on the medicine check, is all I'm saying. So you should have said that. Alright, so you have 2 fails. Alright, roll to see if you can help him. It's a DC 10 medicine check. Check him.
I have a -1. I'm not really good.
Yeah, I'm glad. I bet you're happy you said, or even a 1 is fine. Fucking hell, Richard.
I don't have adventures, by the way. But I'm
15 is fine. Yeah, you stabilize. Yeah, it didn't matter.
I just bind him with some
Okay.
cloth.
And on.
I-
What are you doing? Anything else?
I can't look at the fucking Terrafolk without thinking of this meme.
Okay. Do you do anything else?
I'll drag him next to Sky,
Okay.
Comfy. It's a nice one.
and I'll take position next to.
Okay. She kind of like, after they like kind of ask her what she is, she takes a step forward and she's like, "If you do not leave, I will be your death. Be gone from this place, you foul creatures." And she's kind of like stand.
checks and eventually.
She rolled pretty well in the other one. Like, I mean, it's not a hard DC, right? Like, she's
True.
literally an unkillable monster that has torn down like 5 of them. So like, I'll give her another one, but like, she's yeah, like she's like just standing there, like, you know, there's like her body is riddled in their blood and just claws over there, and you know, she's basically like, you know, she's a monster really. Like, she's this weird kind of tiger hybrid. She doesn't look human anymore. So like, yeah, on their turn, they kind of look to each other and they like go, "We will be back," and then they
And then
Yeah,
greater
it was like-
numbers.
the others fly into the sky and everything. I don't know. How do you?
Ooh, They fly into what?
The sky. yeah, and yeah. What are you doing? Azaki kind of just stands there,
I
just
just
kind
kinda,
of
like-
looking out.
Slump on the one knee. Clutching.
Cino's just like hanging one arm off the edge, like Freezer in a tournament of power, sort of just like, you know.
Oh, didn't Azaka bring him in?
Yeah. I bought Xeno
Oh,
in,
wait,
so I didn't
oh,
bring the
okay.
token, but yeah, she
Okay.
picked him in and just like.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, and Azaka just kind of like slumps like hunched over, like she's not hurt, but you know, still takes a lot out of her, and she's like, "That is more bloodshed than I have seen in many a year." And she kind of like falls to the ground, kind of on her knees, and like there's a few seconds pass, and you basically hear the sound like kind of like soft crying, Jacko.
Yeah, I just, without looking at her, I'll say, I have faced many tests, but not a challenge like this.
She just like kind of you just hear the sobs, but she doesn't say anything in return. Okay.
I will drag Xeno over here, just so they're in a nice row. I'm like,
Yeah.
but I'll turn to her and say, but I thank you for your battle prowess. Without it, we would have surely be lost.
She kind of nods to it, but like, she kind of like nods, but then like she thinks like, I brought you to this place. I am the one who put your lives in risk. You helped me with the climb. The least I could do is. She kind of looks at like, tried to protect you, but I'm not even able to do that. She kind of like sighs and she's like kind of just, you know, sits cross-legged on the floor. It's like, they must rest. They must try to regain their strength. I will watch the door. I will bar their entry. They may come, but they cannot pass me. And she
And
kind of
we
just like
take a
sits cross-legged,
long
just like
rest.
staring out into the sky. Yeah, I'm trying to think like you can't technically. Can you take like basically a short rest and use hit dice if you're unconscious? No, right? Like how does it
No,
work?
no, not until you come
So
back.
you can if you gain conscious, then you have to do a short rest, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to
But
roll
And
do-
how
that.
long
do
does it
kinda
take
have-
to regain
Yeah,
consciousness?
Yeah, I mean
so
you're all
the-
exhausted. If like no one wakes you up or tries to wake you up, you will just have a long rest. Like that will just happen, right?
Yeah.
Like because you're all exhausted. And
Yeah.
at least she isn't trying to wake you up. So Alcamenos, what are you like doing? She basically said she will just like hold the doorway in a way.
Hold the door.
Exactly.
I will say, I mean, I'll go to rest, but I'll say to her, if they should reappear, notify me, please. I may be hurt, but I will still fight.
She kind of nods. She's like, of course.
Then I just like try and do like a resting position, but like immediately just fall over.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. The hours slip by, and eventually, yeah, you all succeed on a long rest.
And we level up. No.
We'll do that in a session. But yeah, you all
Succeed on a long rest.
you manage to take a long rest. And
So,
I don't know
first
who will be
people
the
is-
first of you. What's that?
I guess me who got like 0 HP. Is there
Mhm.
anyone else who got 0 HP?
What do you mean? What's their HP?
Wait a minute.
Like they didn't go negative, and I would.
Oh,
No, it's
I
not
mean, it doesn't
negative.
matter. That's-
Yeah, it
it's
doesn't
a-
matter like gameplay
We'll
wise.
just.
Like
I mean, you'll just all wake up randomly. You can just basically like decide. Who
Oh,
wants to
we should
go
roll
first.
our d4s and see.
Okay, sure.
Just organize the spacing.
Yeah, just see. Whoever rules like the lowest will roll up first, sure. Alcamenos will probably roll up actually.
Sleepy cat.
Alcamenos will actually wake up first because he, was
Yeah.
so it'll be Alcamenos and Zeno then.
I did go down 3 times, maybe.
Yeah, but you got up and were right back at it. Yeah, you notice your scar is fucking gnarly, especially after you wake up. Like it's starting to heal, but my god, that's gonna be brutal.
Yeah, it's pretty
But
deep, I imagine.
you kind of wake up and you see like the sunlight outside. The rain has stopped and the Arca is still sitting there, like still cross-legged, like she hasn't even moved. But like you can see like the sleeping eyes, like she's been up for a long time and there's been much fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like turns to you like Alcamenos, you have woken you. Do you feel stronger? The strength has you returned?
My weariness has left me, indeed. Have they shown any sign of return?
I saw one or two flying over early this morning, not maybe 2 hours ago. However, I believe they may have been the ones we fight. I saw holes in the wings and much blood still on them. I think they are checking to see if we leave, maybe to follow, but I have not seen any fresh faces, if you could say it.
You claimed their number were 12. Do you believe these are the last remaining?
She's like, it is possible. The others may be further away. I know sometimes they go trips far, far into the jungle, not returning for days, even weeks sometimes. I think for now, these are all we may concern ourselves with, and they seem hurt and weary. This is their nest. They obviously could land somewhere else to rest, but we are in their home.
I'll go over the other 3, see if they're stable.
Yeah, I mean, they all seem to have, like, much improved over the night. Like, they all, not right as rain, they still obviously, like, covered in blood and had wounds, but in terms of HP, they're fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Others
and I
are
mean,
nice.
eventually, you wake up first.
Okay.
You awake in this strange room with
so-
a nice fire.
Let's say, like, in the meantime, I've bound your eye.
Okay, yeah, like a bandage, basically.
It's like, what happened?
We have retaken Firewatch.
Firefinger.
Firefinger?
That's why I feel like not just
Firefinger. What's Firewatch does seem very familiar.
It's a
It's a game.
game,
It's a
yeah.
game. It's a game.
That's where I got it from. We have retaken Firefinger, but 2 remain and have fled.
It's like you look around.
There were 2 real load flew off and the 2 healthier ones that flew off. Jack. 2
Oh,
remains, 2 remain.
Yeah, 2 remain. 2 relevant ones.
Sure.
is gone,
Sorry?
isn't it? My eye.
Oh, yes, we could not recover it. It was a mighty blow. I am sorry.
It's okay. I like look at the two. Like I like stand up with some heaviness, some trouble, and like look over the other two. See how they.
I mean, all suddenly on fire, how
see-
dangerous.
Yeah,
Like, you're both
and
okay,
I,
right?
yeah. I like look over and then I will. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Richard.
Well, we got a full night's sleep, right? So we have full HP.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm literally
Oh, it's
healthy.
just gonna be. Oh, okay, it's just.
You should actually be fine, Tom. But yeah, you had a whole long rest.
Okay, hold on, rest. Okay, never mind. Fine. Yeah, okay. Then I'm just like. Then I just like slump back down.
Yeah.
So,
And
in
gradually
your-
you have it. I'm sorry.
As I say, in your past battles, you have taken many wounds. It is to be commended, your strength and bravery. I have not known any other than a Triton to have such strength in battle.
Big target, easy target. You're smaller. Helps you.
It is not an easy thing to face death like you have done.
It is not.
Okay, so yeah, you guys basically just recuperating, trying to understand what happened last night. And also, I mean, the other two, you basically wake up at the same time. We'll just say that it's like 3 and 4 hours. Just make it easier. You have a minus
would-
12, right? But that's it.
Yeah, like a nick in the ear or something.
Sure. Oh, it looks cool. Could be a piercing. Put it in there. Oh, you found a ring, right? Just put that by it.
What happened? Where did the Terrafolk go?
They
Kinda
have
sit up
retreated.
and
They
look
have
around.
retreated for now. They said they could not defeat us.
I like look to Asaka. She's like looks really tired, right?
Yeah, she looks exhausted. Like
And her
eyes
clothes are more or less shredded.
Yeah, like she's in human form now. It leaves a little to imagination, but it's pretty
Yeah.
bad.
I would walk up there. I would
She
take
doesn't look
off
like she gives a
my-
shit though. Like she's like, whatever, I'm a fucking
Yeah, I would
beast.
just from the fact that she looks tired, I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
like take off my traveler's cloak and put it on her, and then say, "You have stood watch long enough. Take some rest."
Say
Yeah.
thank you, but do not let me sleep too long. We must leave this place soon.
Yes, we will.
But
wake
she
you
kind of she gratefully kind of
sometimes.
moves over to bed and just instantly falls asleep. To describe this room a little bit, so what you can imagine inside here, there's basically some crude nets where they may sleep, or maybe where Young would sleep.
Do I see
there's
any
also
wooden masks?
wooden mats. There are 4 moldy wooden chests which don't appear to have locks on them.
We will open these chests.
Okay.
And, look at their contents.
Sure. So altogether, you guys find 2,000 copper pieces. So a lot of copper.
Really burying the leader.
730 silver pieces. 4 gemstones worth, you would venture 50 gold pieces each. A scroll. I don't know how scrolls work, so I'm going to say they just have some sort of insignia on it that anyone who has arcane training can read. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. And after the inspection, a spell scroll of commune with nature. And in one of the chests, there is a cloth-wrapped wooden mask that if you do you take off the cloth to see what it is? But I guess otherwise you'd feel you can tell it's a mask based on the shape. Well, I mean, you can tell it's a block of wood in the shape of a mask.
I'm
assuming
picturing
you probably
Jim
have that
carries the
to check
mask.
what it is.
No,
Yeah.
if I feel it's a wooden mask, I would not remove the wrapping.
Okay. Yeah. So you find what you imagine is like a cloth-wrapped mask, but you can't see any details of the face. You can just make out the general shape. Yeah.
Smart.
So that was it. 2,000 copper, 730 silver, 4 gemstones, spell of commune with nature.
Did someone type that down? Or
I think Chris did.
Yes, I did.
Okay. But yeah, Azarka is continuing to sleep. one you kind of like keeping watch at the door, or like going outside, or what are people doing?
I'll keep watch.
Okay. Yeah, like every so often you see one like circle down, maybe to within like a couple 100 feet, but they seem wary to get much closer.
Right.
And again, you don't really see. You only see like a couple, and you can see like kind of holes in the wings and like
Mhm.
blood on the body.
Yeah, I'll relay that. I'll say they still stalk nearby. If we are to descend, we should do it with care.
I would sit down next to Asaka, and I would like a bit away from her and place like the mask between me and her.
Okay. Yeah.
Like
So
a
I would be
Christmas
like
present?
against. I would be like against this corner here.
Okay. Yeah. And the rest of you? Chris, are you up to do anything? Sky doing anything? You're muted. You were unmuted when you were typing.
Yeah,
and
the
you-
reverse
My
mute.
bad. I thought I was muted. I am no, I am writing, and so is Sky.
Okay.
Write everything down that happened.
Okay.
I mean, he's right. He writes like
Yeah,
when
yeah,
people are going through a chest, he writes down like the
Uh-huh.
things as they call them out as they find
Mhm.
them.
Yeah.
While we're not doing anything, I'll go to Richard and I look down at my scar and say, "Are you able to heal this?"
Wounds that cannot be healed by natural processes. I can. You can see my magic is accelerating your body's own healing. So scars that normally would be permanent is something I cannot remove.
I see.
There might be clerics in the town. Maybe the altar priest himself could be able to do it.
Pretty gnarly looking. You guys are singing. You're like, a bit scared of him now. Like, oh man, if you would try to intimidate me, I'd be fucked.
I see him as a
Okay.
kind-looking gentleman. So unless he's actually trying to look scary,
This horrible. Horrible. Okay.
I just kind of like
yeah.
look into the distance and say, "I regret throwing away the cloak."
we can buy you a new one later.
Okay. Yeah, you guys just letting Azaka sleep for kind of how long are we feeling?
I feel like she gets a long rest. I feel like
Yeah. I mean, you definitely can give a long rest.
I feel like she deserves one.
Okay,
I mean, saved our asses and then like sat up all night while we took a long rest. I feel like we're poking her awake after a couple of hours, saying, "Okay, we've got to keep moving now." It's a bit on the dodgy side.
While she's resting, I won't be. I'll just say it in the room, and I won't even be quiet about it. But I will say, "Should we discuss?" And I'll nod towards her. Her curse, her ferocity. There are things we do not know.
I don't believe there's any point for us. Like, what is it important for us to know this?
Perhaps.
Well, personally, I was going to ask her more about it for my memoirs, but I thought maybe I'd let her rest first.
She has not betrayed us.
No, we certainly not. She saved all of us.
As long as we are in agreement.
So when I finished writing down the plot of events so far, I'll go and sit outside with my bow in my lap and watch the sky, and keep an eye out for the Terrafolk.
Okay.
It gets in
Like,
what is our?
Sorry?
I would ask, like, what is our plan for going down later? Obviously, we should minimize the time we are on the edge of the tower, but it feels very dangerous.
Indeed.
Well, we climbed up okay. We should manage to get down all right, I suppose.
I'm more afraid that the remaining Terrafolk take advantage of our bad footing.
There weren't that many of them left. As long as the rest of us remain vigilant, we should be able to hold them off.
Let's hope so.
As long as we climb down in daylight, they shouldn't have any ability to swoop out of the darkness, at least. I mean, it's a risk, but it was a risk climbing up as well.
I wish I could share your confidence in this matter. Do not believe it'll be so easy after the events of last night. They are worthy foes.
Oh, certainly. But we'll have Azaka.
I would.
She
go
handled them before. She'll handle them
outside
again.
here. And I will be ready with my magics if anyone comes too close.
Okay. Joy, I mean, a long way has long range. Like, it's a couple of points through, like, or at least at the first point through that day, you do spot, like, one of them that looks, sort of slightly wounded, like, flying above maybe, like, 300 feet. Should you try to take a shot at it if it's that far?
300 feet? That's disadvantage with the longbow,
Yeah.
right? But not maximum range.
Not max range, yep.
I cannot hit it.
Is he just doing a fly? Is he doing a flyby, or is he flying around? Like
They,
watching us?
you saw him, like, come from, like, a decent distance away, like, out of the jungle from somewhere, and then, like,
Yeah.
basically fly around a little bit, basically scouting out if you had left yet, it looks like.
If he's like flying around,
It'll circle you a couple of times, maybe, for, like...
yeah, if he's circling, okay. If he circles a couple of times, I'll take a shot.
Okay.
That kind of piss off shot.
Yeah,
Speaking of which, I shot 3 arrows in the last fight. How many of them can I
you
recover?
can get 2.
Two.
You can get
Nice.
half, normally. But
In which case,
nice
I shall
round up.
put my ammo up 1 and
Mhm.
fire this shot. So I guess I'm not getting this one back.
Disadvantage.
Well, it's a
Yeah, you
disadvantage,
miss.
so
You
that's
miss.
fine.
Ooh, that one's good. Okay, if you had advantage, yeah, you miss. You take a shot, but it seems to take heed of this and quickly flaps back the way it came.
Yeah, piss off.
Is that of course?
Exactly. I'm gonna say like perhaps after like I don't know how you guys just basically just hang out, but you can't be doing anything else. After like 6 hours, so not quite a long rest, but like a good length of sleep considering she didn't have to watch or anything, and she wasn't actually like wounded. Azaka being sister.
I would walk in at that point.
He knows.
She kind of like sits up and like whips her eyes. It's like
I was watching you sleep.
looks around like Richard, hello. She kind of
Hello, feeling better? And I would pick up the mask and hand it to her. We found this in one of their chests.
She kind of like snatches it, but not roughly, but just like she like needs to have it, and then like you kind of see like her eyes almost like fill with like tears, just kind of like holding back, trying to cry. You have advantage, Jack, on insight?
I do not.
What are you inside? Just her reaction to it.
Yeah.
Seems heartfelt. Her ears are like tearing up, and she like she kind of
Her ears are
with
tearing.
her eyes are tearing up, and she kind of takes off the cloth, and you see like it basically engraved with like the visage of a tiger, like a tiger face mask, and like she kind of like holds it to her chest, and she just like starts like basically just sobbing to herself.
A relic
and
from
then,
your village. Then all of this was worth it.
She doesn't really respond to that. She just like keeps crying, and she kind of like muttered something under her breath. If any like you two who are near her, you can like you can roll
What check?
perception side, see if you can hear exactly what she's saying if you're trying to. If you did like not trying to.
Don't have advantage, but do not have it.
Akumanos, you hear her say, it seems like she says like, oh, I'm sorry for what they did to you. And yeah, after like a couple minutes of like this happening, and she manages like quell the tears and like wipes her face, and it's like stands to her feet and is like tries to compose herself, and kind of like stores it in her pack or on her side, and she's like, what is the plan of action? What are the folk up to?
They occasionally come and circle around us, but they haven't done any hostile action so far.
I took a pot shot at the last one we saw, and he disappeared off in quickly.
I see. Do they come by often?
Every few hours. I think they're just waiting for us to leave.
Do you think they can see us from where they are? Have you seen where they hide, King? Or do they fly further than you can see?
They fly down to the jungle. They fly a long way, and then
They fly
disappear
a
into
decent
the
long
jungle,
way,
right?
like basically till you can just barely see them, then
Yeah.
they fly down in jungle.
Okay. They fly quite a long way off and then disappear beneath the trees. I don't think they can see us from where they are, otherwise they wouldn't need to come and send scouts.
Indeed. I think they must be recuperating similar to us. We dealt them with fierce blows, they dealt us.
Then we should quickly descend while we have the chance.
I agree. If they come back with simply one to scout, I think we can scare that off without much problem, and by the time it gets the others, we should have at least made it a lot closer to the camp.
In that case, we should climb down one by one, weakest climbers first, and I'll climb down last and bring the rope with me. That way, when the weakest climbers are climbing, we've got the most people at the top anchoring on the rope in case they need to grab it.
It's true. If we have some at the top, could we not just simply lower the first people?
That would be quite good, as the ladder before the the ladder before this place, the last ladder, it broke quite badly when I went up it.
Sure.
Yeah. I see.
I think that between us, Zeno and I could probably lower the three of you.
Cannot, like I believe.
Then Zeno would have to climb down himself, but he's competent.
With one eye.
One eye though.
Doesn't affect your ability to climb.
It should. I'm sure it's fine. It's okay, that sounds like a solid plan to me.
And we can always bind the rope to the more robust part of the ladder.
Where possible. But we should make haste.
Yes.
Have we found everything we need to find?
Like, how are we gonna distribute the loot itself, so no one's like overweight over?
I mean, if you like ask the carry for weight, she doesn't mind, but Zaka's like,
We'll just split the weight.
only here for
We'll
the
split
mask.
the weight generally now, and then
yeah, don't worry about it. I don't care
loose.
about encumbrance.
Okay, great. There we go.
Okay, nice.
Unless you guys start carrying elephants, like fucking Reno can like carry like 800 pounds without caring. Like he can, I don't fucking give a shit. It's more just like if you guys actually want to take the thousands of copper, you have to like take it basically in this like a small chest, and you guys will have to figure out how to like get that down, which wouldn't be impossible, but kind of difficult. Like you basically you have packs, right? Like you put it in there, and it would weigh down a lot, but it's not like they're large.
Yeah,
chests.
fuck the copper. Just we'll leave the copper and just take the copper.
I mean it's literally 20 gold worth.
It's 20 gold worth of copper.
Yeah, it's 20 gold copper.
Okay, yeah. So without the copper, there's definitely no problem. At least you can do it. No problem whatsoever. I mean, it's only like 100 silk pieces each. That is small. Okay. You start to climb down. So the first three people, I'm not even going to make you do checks because, like, even if you fail, the rope will be fine, and the first two of you will be up there. But Zeno, as you go down second, roll a check for the first level, athletics, and if it fails, then we'll do a fun strength check. We'll see if what's the name is strong enough.
Yeah.
Okay, that fails. Okay. So what we're gonna do is, you weigh a fuck ton, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
You have
fuck,
to
you
take
could
it
full
up.
die. Shit, man. Okay, strength check.
Okay,
Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna
Look, even if I die, Zeno is extremely unlucky with dice.
because I'm
You
gonna
have
do-
inspiration. You have inspiration.
No, but he hasn't used it because like you've like got him trying to slow you down. So you've got the rope like helping you, and you've also got it. I'm gonna have him do. I don't roll it yet, but I'm gonna have. This will work. I'm gonna have Sky. You're gonna do an athletics check to see how much you can like slow down his fall and basically stop it. And at the same time, you're gonna do a dex check, Zeno, to see if you can like re-grip hold of the wall as your fall is slowed. And your combined roll, I'll make a DC 15.
Precisely the wrong way around. Okay, we're fine.
Yeah, I know, but it makes more sense. You're the one holding it. He's the one falling.
Okay, here we go. Oh, come on.
11. Okay, so you just got to roll a 4
You
above
can
with your
get-
dex check.
Oh,
Dex
they
save.
combine like
Dex
that?
save.
Okay.
Dex save.
Just like save.
Dex save, acrobatics
Yes.
check. What?
Acrobatics, if you would. No,
I
Dex
mean,
save.
that's
Fine.
probably
If you
the
get a
same.
full
It's
or
the
something,
same,
you
I'm
do like
sure.
saves. Yeah.
I'm
Dex
sure
save,
that it's
Dex
all
save.
straight decks for him.
Yeah, Dex save.
4.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
wait.
that's fine. You managed to like slow it fall when he manages to like basically brace himself against the wall, and it like looked really bad, but thanks to the rope and Sky, surprisingly high amount of strength. You guys.
You're like,
managed to,
you're like quite
save
big
one.
though. You could probably.
Yeah,
like,
he's
put-
big. That's what I
hold
mean. Like
yourself
that's,
in place. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. Okay. But yeah, you
Wait,
managed
is
to
it down
make
the
yourself
chimney or down?
This is down the chimney. Yeah.
Oh god, he wouldn't
Okay.
even die down the
Aha,
chimney.
like I call down. You all good there, Zeno?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you just climb down, right? Sky, no
Yeah.
problemo.
Yeah, so once Zeno's reached the bottom, I wanna. Yeah, I don't want to miss an opportunity. I want to pee off the edge
Okay.
of the tower,
Mhm.
And then I want to climb down.
Excellent, excellent. Marking your
like-
territory. This whole world belongs to me, motherfuckers.
Well, you just, it's like, when am I ever going to be this high again?
Incoming like 4 Terra Hulk.
Lift you up. I will show you the world. Okay, so you to climb down. Excellent, you guys. I'm not gonna bother like moving you. Put you back. Just box move you. Down to level 3. I'm gonna put you all randomly there. Okay, and now you having to like figure out this thing. Is it like the same strategy where like the first 3 people kind of basically being lowered?
I believe so.
Yeah, everyone happy with that?
I kind of like go up to Sky. I'm like, are you confident in your ability to carry the Furbolg? I have done well on the climb so far. If you wish it, I can take over.
I kind of look between Zeno and Alcmenos. Like,
Also shoot.
Big strong
like-
man.
It's like,
should
well,
should
that's-
should the
that's the
Terrafolk return, you will be able to defend those that are going down better than I can.
I suppose that makes sense.
Okay,
Nice.
so you 3 get. Well, I guess you only really need to lower Richard and Azaka, and then
Yeah.
after. Okay, so you 3, including you just climb down. You get to the bottom, and who's going first out of Alchemy?
Makes more sense for me to go first.
But what's
But-
the point
No,
of you?
what's the point then?
No, yeah.
No, I think Alchemanos would think
Yeah, but
he's a better
you're-
climber than
you're-
Zeno, so
Yeah, you're less weight for me to catch than Zeno as well.
Yeah.
To catch. Oh my god. Catch. It's an 80-foot drop. Fucking Triton with a fucking.
No, I mean, like, catch on the rope. I'm standing at the top. I mean, like, take.
Oh, you're not standing at the top though.
I
You're
mean,
standing
yeah.
at the bottom. You got down, right? Or you went down. Oh no, you're all
No,
staying.
I always bring up the rear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So you lowered those 2, and then you're just saying
Yeah,
you're
because
both gonna hold on.
I can climb down pretty risk free.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
So we're basically just
Alchemanos,
swapping the
you
order.
go down by yourself, but he's still technically up there to try to grab hold of you if you want. Was it literally going to climb
okay.
down?
So it's Zeno,
so-
me, then
Yep.
Sky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly. And for
that's
Zeno, and then for Zeno, oh man, you're heavy though. Like I don't think even those 2 could like. How much you
It's
weigh,
been a
Zeno?
long rest. I can rage.
268.
Like I'm just saying, you're trying to lower like 140 kilos down 80 foot.
No, I don't. I think he has to climb. I think
he has to
I
climb.
think the
I
point
think
of
he's too big.
the
And
point
you
of
guys
Alchemanos
are strong
being here is
enough.
to make it easier if he does
Easy
slip.
force, yeah. But you have to make your, and this is now a DC 10 because the thing's been damaged. So a DC 10 athletics check.
Yeah, but he's not. He can't fail a DC 10 athletics check. He's Zeno. He's got like.
He's got
Wait,
plus
even
5.
with the damage, it's
He's
deep.
got a million athletics. There's no way he fails.
Yeah, it's DC 10. It's only increased by 2. I mean, it's still like a ladder, and even the cliff itself is, not that hard to
Yeah.
climb. Yeah, I mean, it's not designed to kill off everyone climbing this,
Don't speak like I can't fail something.
Yeah, like plus like DC 10, if you don't have a modifier, that's a 50%
that's
chance
true.
of full. Like,
Yeah.
It is
Alright,
what it
uh,
is. No.
so Zeno, no, but you managed to get down, Alchemanos.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're no problem, and then you just climb down yourself.
Yeah.
Then there is the long chimney, the 90-foot one, but you can just do the exact same
So
strategy.
yeah, repeat the same thing.
Okay, so everybody does the same thing. This one is still DC 8. So just Zeno again. You guys, carefully. Oh no, wait. You guys will get down here, and you just have to be careful with the wind again.
Oh yeah. the windy
Oh.
boys.
What about
fuck.
this place? Okay. Yeah. Technically, it's like Richard in first, and Azaka, then Dim,
Okay,
then.
it's,
Where are you, Chris? Did you move yourself?
D6,
I
right?
can't move myself. What do you mean? Did I move myself?
What?
You
Yeah,
can
you
move
did.
yourself.
Oh, hello. There I am.
You did move yourself.
I didn't.
Yes,
I only
it's
just
D6,
rolled over here.
D6.
Gotta find.
You guys are tied together, so like it should be okay. If you're all full.
Say that.
Oh, that's wrong.
He's rolling a
And
D3.
you're not even the first person.
Oh,
you're
no.
like the
you're
last
not
person,
first. We'll
Zeno.
see what happens when it gets up to you.
Okay, well I just
Okay.
rolled.
So everyone did roll.
5.
Or should I just roll? Okay.
Yeah, did roll. We'll never figure it out later. Okay, 4. Okay, so these, you'll get along fine. Although no, when you're going up here, you almost will roll a deck save.
Oh boy.
The big guy.
You are all on the same level now, though, so it should be kind of hard for you to pull all the others off. Like they will have I mean, your auto swim check and the DC won't be that bad. Okay.
I guess we're all making the strength check.
I think that's not good enough, but you'd be surprised. how
Group
low your checks
athletics.
are.
Ugh.
I'm just double checking, but I'm pretty sure you will have to do
That's
it.
actually the good thing about the modules is they put in a lot of checks where the DC is low, which I don't
Yeah.
normally do when I'm.
Oh yeah,
Like
it was
Barnes
a
to do
DCing, yeah.
Like
It was a
honestly, when I'm
DC9
DMing,
save.
if like yeah,
It's
Oh.
9.
Yeah, DC9.
When I'm DMing, honestly, like if it's like
it's a bad habit. If a check's not like at least like a 15 or something, I'm just like, yeah, good.
Like,
But
I
you also
imagine
talk by
we-
ropes, so like he's heavy, so it's gonna be like not an easy strength thing. But I'm basically gonna make all 4 of you do it. And it's gonna be like
Combined
DC 20
athletics.
strength check or DC 20 athletics.
Athletics?
No,
Okay.
no, yeah, athletic. DC 20 combined. So like,
Combined.
Let me
Yeah,
just do most of the work. Oh shit.
so that's 13 with 2, and then you have 2 more.
Oh,
Okay,
he's-
yeah.
No.
So you don't. Izaku doesn't even need to do anything. You guys are. Yeah, it's no problem. No problem.
Oh, come on, it's just like with one arm.
It's just flexibility.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you like-
I just don't want a girl.
If Reese knocks and you like you use your footing and you like slip, but you don't fall much more than 10 feet before the ropes kind of like held by the others like pressing themselves against the wall, and you're able to use their help to regain your footing.
Jeez.
Yeah, I would
Look
put
at
my
Leslie.
finger do the hushing and like
Yeah, yeah.
remember the bats.
Azaka that seems like a lifetime ago. But yeah, she's quiet and you guys.
Oh, that's convenient how we managed to put ourselves in the dark conga line as well, like with
The dark people, the fun. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna say you get past the bats if you're not going in there. It's no problem.
Sure.
And,
Well, if you need some
so-
experience, we can all.
Yeah.
If you want to.
like I think
I
if we
don't
need
think-
experience, I'm mad. Like you're right.
Yeah, you guys didn't quite make it to level 3. You only fought like 8 CR1 things. So. Okay.
CR1?
No, it's only CR1. Yeah.
3 attacks though. That action economy.
3
man.
attacks.
Mm.
Is
Like,
that's
oh.
You guys not okay.
And
so
he kept rolling fucking over 10.
if I
Yeah.
if I stopped critting for a little
Over
bit,
15.
wait, what? Okay, so you guys get lowered down. Okay, and then
Someone just fell off the tower. I saw.
no, they didn't fall. They fell down. Zeno, you have to roll again to do on this. This is a
Zeno's not
DC8
here.
athletics. Okay, should I roll for him? Because nah, that seems mean. If you
What if it goes wrong? Yeah.
it won't go wrong. Man, it's these kind of checks though where it's like, man, if you fuck a battle, you just can die. Like, man, holy shit.
Yeah.
It's a good thing man. It's a really good thing. What's the name can climb? Like Chris can just naturally climb. But
Yeah.
otherwise, you'd have one person who always had to go without a rope, and that would actually be fucking terrifying.
Also, the preparation with the rope was real good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you don't, I mean, if you don't have ropes, it's basically a suicide climb. Like there's no fucking way no one feel it's a low DC8, but if you have 5 people doing 15
Yeah.
little checks,
Yeah,
you're gonna fail.
you're gonna.
It's easy to pass, but it's also just so many climbs you have to do. But yeah, I mean, literally, if you were the last person who didn't have a rope, there'd be no way. If it would be literally you and 8, do a DC8 check 4 times, you fail it once, you fall. It's fucking brutal.
All of us are just to pass.
Okay, Zeno,
can't
you're
be-
going down first again. This one, climbing check, athletics.
Yeah. Easy.
Yeah, no problem. Then okay,
Flexing all the way down.
Yeah, no
Don't
problem.
make-
You climb. You guys can make it down to the first level. Man, it feels like a whole session ago you were down here. You make
Crazy,
it to
though.
the ladder again. Same, 2 people go down first, I'm assuming.
But this one's fine, right? Because it's like a nice spungy forest landing if you fall.
Yeah, if you fall near the bottom, it won't be a big fall. This one is DC 10 though, because again, just your damage this one. Luckily, he's not actually any more climbing. So, Zeno? DC 10 athletics.
I remember 3.5 when
Fine.
fucking use rope was a skill proficiency.
Oh, easy peasy.
We'd have got some
Really?
fucking value
Oh my God,
today.
that's so dumb. So dumb. Okay, and yeah, after an arduous, probably at this point, maybe even an hour and a half of climbing, you have to keep on setting up the rope. You guys all make it down to the forest floor. You have all successfully navigated your way through the jungle. I'll put you at you guys.
And the
can be
bird
bottom.
person hasn't stolen our canoe. It's still there.
No, your canoe is still lying there. Just on the side.
In bird culture, stealing a canoe is considered to be a dick move.
Exactly, and you guys have made it down. You you did not see any sign of any more of the thing returning to scout you while you were climbing down. Zark is we should quickly head into the overgrowth. We should make ourselves invisible from the air instantly.
Yes, we should find our canoe.
Yeah, you just left it by a tree somewhere.
Yeah, well, because like where we were taking cover during the previous day is probably where we left it, right?
Mm.
Which is the kind of place we're looking
Makes
for
sense,
now.
yeah,
so
yeah.
probably
Exactly.
set
Yeah, you could have done that.
I grabbed Sky's torch on the way.
back
Nice. You got the one on level 2.
Oh
is it?
yeah, thank
we
you.
did.
Level 3, I mean. So
It's a
you know
bit
you've
wet,
lost
but-
one. You've lost one, but you know,
Yep.
you've
Okay.
got like that. Okay, and
Thank
I
you,
guess that's probably the best time to stop.
Yeah, sure, perfect for me.
We'll
8
level
minutes
up.
early, but like, yeah, you guys successfully navigated
My God.
Firefinger. Congrats, people. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Yeah, and you guys all level.
Yay!
Good work, boys. Good work.
Yay!
Man, like if you come here without a Zarka, like early level, you. But I guess you would just never come here, right? Because like,
No,
without
it's
a
no
Zarka,
fun.
yeah.
yeah.
No way.
I mean, you might run into it, but like, you also might be like, this place looks terrifying. Why would I climb it?
Yeah,
Like-
that's true.
Okay,
My God,
everyone
that was an
roll HP.
intense one.
Yeah.
Warlock's
Ah.
a D8, right?
Yeah.
That's not quite the.
Not quite bad enough to reroll. It's a shame. Okay, Richard,
Yeah.
don't get a 2 again. Hey,
And I think
yeah.
I just have a
It's
no, I
pretty
have
good
plus
at the
1.
minute. Pretty good. Reynolds tanky boy, 35 HP, level 3. Snap. Oh, Richard, there you go.
Oof, that's not a.
Oh,
Nice
okay.
guy.
I thought it was Scott. Like my what's
But like, you rolled really well last time, Chris. Would have.
I did. Well, I rolled okay last time, right?
You know, 25. That's fine at level 3.